Ziploc that. Right on my waistline is why I kept that strap. I remember nights, I didn't remember nights. I damn near went crazy, I had to get it right. Now I'm your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Hey, now I'm your favorite trapper's favorite trapper. The absolute truth, yeah, no joke. Who me, I emerged from the...
Ladies and gentlemen, Feliz Navidad. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. My name is Randy. Thanks for being in the Trap Draw podcast. This is our annual goals episode, which means I have the whole squad with me. Let's start as I'm looking at them from top left to bottom right. Top left, Mr. DJ Piehowski. Deej, we made it through another year, my man.
Barely, Randy. Yeah, we're here though, man, and looking forward to it. I think we've a lot to reflect on, a lot to look forward to, and happy to be in 2026. Good to be with you, my man. Thanks for having me on your program.
Well, thank you for being here. Next, Chris Solomon, Mr. Soly. Hello from Florida. How are we today?
Great to fully be here. I had to just pipe into this episode for just my part last year because things were so bleak at that point. But great to be fully engaged here today with you, Big.
First goal, maybe to make it all the way through this episode. You know, maybe we're
count a dub right there.
Here. From somewhere outside of New York City, I believe in New Jersey, Mr. Neil Schuster. Hello, Neil.
Oh, good afternoon. The most wonderful time of the year. We're snowed in, guys. We're socked in, Deej.
Warm weather's on the way. It's like almost 45, 50 degrees here today. It's coming your way, man. Just stay patient.
This is my Super Bowl. I'm excited. Good to be with you.
And last but not least, Mr. Tron Carter TC. What's going on?
Hey, Randy. First of all, your haircut looks great. Very, very trim and just sharp. Listen, guys, we're playing hurt today. I feel like I've been sick for the last 3 weeks constantly. I felt great yesterday, and I woke up today and right back to where we started. So you know what?
Cares. Shut up and dribble, TC.
No, you know what the upside of that is, though? I went and bought a
TC,
new toothbrush yesterday, which brings me to 8 new toothbrushes for the year.
Sheesh.
Fantastic.
That is awesome. Randy, someone on a call the other day asked regarding your haircut if you had pickleball headshots, which I thought was just a shot I didn't see coming. I really laughed.
Roast.
I really laughed hard, but that was for our guy Charlie Van Kirk.
Randy's giving pickleball.
It just really hit me hard.
All right, well, I'll talk to Charlie privately. Thank you. I missed that one. No pickleball. Won't be on my goals list for 2026. We're going to get into our goals. Of course, we're going to look back on the goals we made for 2025, see how everybody did with those. We're going to lay out our new 2026 goals. But before we do that, we're going to have to declare what 2026 is. It's going to be the year of something. We'll go down that list. Let me thank our sponsor, our good friends at Rhoback. Guys, the weather's cold most of the place. And so if you need vests, hybrid jackets, hoodies, you name it, Rhoback has it. Can I introduce you guys to Rhoback's new Pace Q-Zip? The fabric's incredible. It's soft, stretchy, just insanely comfortable. It's got a nice custom metal zipper. Just all the bells and whistles you'd expect from a nice piece of Rhoback clothing. Think sweater, but more comfortable. Second, the Rhoback Fulton Hybrid Jacket. This is getting slept on. It's as simple as that. It's a great, lightly insulated torso with smooth stretch sides and sleeves. It's easy to swing a golf club in, and it's comfortable for everyday wear. And then finally, the Rhoback Delta pants. You've heard us talk about these for a while now. They're our favorite pants. They have this really nice stretch waistband to give you a little extra room and comfort, but still maintain the perfect fit. Just an awesome fabric. Good, again, for on the golf course, off the golf course. Guys, any favorite Rhoback pieces that you have stumbled upon that you'd like to add to this here ad read?
I would shout out the Ready hoodie, which I'm wearing right now, is truly 100 out of 100. Everything you're looking for out of a hoodie, everything I'm looking for out of a hoodie. I won't put that on anybody else, but I just absolutely love it. I think we've got some in the No Laying It Up Pro Shop as well, a collab. Ooh. It's great. Absolutely love this hoodie.
You know, I love the Hezzy hoodie. I've got it right now. My daughter's actually wearing a matching one today. Also, want to shout the Blitz Tech hoodie, the really lighter weight one. I got that one in white. That's such a great one for like the 75-degree day, but you still want a little sun protection. Is that what you got on, Randy? Yeah,
That's
one's
what
yes.
unseasonably warm temperatures here in Denver.
Love
I'm
that
wearing the
one.
lighter sweatshirt. And
The
I concur.
herringbone. I just the website slaps. Just go look
Yeah.
at it. Even it's just
They're
so
expanding
good
too.
to
The
eye.
fleece, the button downs. They got some like fleecy button downs.
Don't
So
sleep
get
on the
get
workout
over there.
shorts.
Rhoback.com, baby.
That's right. Rhoback, RHOBACK.com. Use code TRAP, TRAP, for 20% off your first order through the end of this week. Whether it's Q-zips, jackets, pants, whatever you need, Rhoback has you covered. We thank them for being a sponsor of the Trap Draw. All right, boys. We start with what's this year going to be. Let's go back to where we've started quickly. We do this every year. For those keeping score at home, it goes back to 2016, and we're going to shout out Jermichael Finley, former
course.
Packers tight end. It was the year of the takeover, the Yotto, if you will. That was 2016. We moved into the year of rejoicing in 2017.
That was
Can
a
I
good
just
year.
can I just really quick say Jermichael Finley is 6 years younger than Phillip Rivers, who is still playing in the NFL. Like,
It's a great stat.
That's wild, man. That's truly wild. What a game he had last night.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about that. 2018. Speaking of football, we're going to get into it here. 2018 was the year of accountability. Always like that.
Sure.
2019, the year of Trent Dilfer. Which Neil,
Just
can
got
you just
fired.
remind people?
The year of uncomfortable, the year of learning on the
learning
edge of
happens on the
uncomfortable,
edge of uncomfortable,
which
yeah.
beat out the Gottening and belligerence. So I thought it was actually a more optimistic.
Which are both still on the table.
Yeah,
That
those are still options for this year. But it
Yes.
was the year of Trent Dilfer in 2019.
Yes. 2020 was the year of prioritization. We reference a drill tweet, quote, "Shut the fuck up, absolute God mode."
Which is kind of what 2020 turned into, maybe.
I'm sure that made
Yeah.
sense at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Seems like maybe the year of the pandemic probably is kind of what that one turned into.
I'm sure it made sense at the time. Is such an incredible encapsulation of pretty much everything we have done and will do in the future.
Yeah.
That's right. Amen to that. 2021, the year of the process. We always love that. 2022, year of conviction. We are shouting out infinite resistance, just shouting out frontiers in general, refinement. Shanny makes his first appearance here. Shout out Shanny.
We'll talk about good game last night.
Yeah.
Kyle.
2023, the year of, I think we settled here. 2023, we had a lot of stuff going on, but I believe we settled on the year of Prime.
Just Prime.
which
It was just Prime. It was
Not the
Oh,
year
just
of
yeah.
Prime. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. And Prime was an acronym for process / powder refinement into money elasticity. That was Prime.
Which it beat out the year of stretching, acceleration, natural selection, separation, focus, and so we had a lot of options there.
Yes, yes. 2024 was the year of reaping, ... get dubs. A lot of things that beat out, I guess, among other, let's see, I'm trying to read
I don't
my
remember
notes
mineral
here.
rights. I don't know who threw that one out there.
Well, TC was trying to do an acronym again.
Oh, I see.
But
Well, I did an
we,
acronym.
we were talking about the year of fundamentals. Shout out to Tim Duncan. That was, I
Yeah.
think, the runner-up.
It looks like we had LEAP as an acronym, perhaps learnings engineered and applied to practices, harvesting, decluttering, things of that nature. And then that kind of set us up for 2025, which was the year of the product. And I guess we start right here. Looking back with a year of reflection, what do we think? Year of the product?
Well, you're
Is that-
skipping. We had the hits principle discussed.
What about we?
Hustle, intensity, the ball, smart. We had fat, physical, hungry, accountable, teammate, shine, set goals, hustle, I can, never give up, energy. And then we had refinement, execution, selling out,
Randy nominated that.
washed
I remember
/
that.
not canceled, gardening, weeding, planting, watering.
There might have been a
So-
reason why he skipped past all that, but yes.
Yeah. I think, listen, you're the product. The mindset was simple. We want to focus on putting out good stuff, right? And product. That's where our focus was.
How do we go about doing that big? We really expanded the outputs of the No Laying Up podcast. We added episodes. We did extra wild cards. We did extra travel episodes. We traveled far and wide to create kind of like tourist. We knew we weren't going to do a tourist sauce in 2025. We traveled far and wide to do kind of tourist sauce light episodes. We did it in Argentina. We did it in Northern Ireland, Milwaukee, Las Vegas. I'm forgetting a bunch. Upstate New York, influencer tour, all kinds of different ways going about it. And it was a big investment of time and energy and efforts. And I think I would call it a success. I would call it a success.
I agree with that. And I think a lot of this, I don't know. I think some of the haters and losers can poke fun at this, which is very fine. But I think a lot of the year of the product happens behind the scenes is the simplest way that I can put it. And I think we've done a lot of refining behind the scenes on our end to figure out what the product is to set ourselves up for 2026. I feel like we're going into this year with more clarity than maybe we've ever had. I think we figured out what works. I think we figured out what doesn't work. I think it just is as much as I'd love to say we can hop on the trap draw, chart the course, and then everything takes care of itself. That's not really exactly how it works. It takes sometimes a year to really trim the trees and refine stuff. And I think that's what we're going to see in 2026 is kind of a lot of the unseen work behind this. But to your point, Soly, like I still think what we put out, I'm like immensely proud of. I think we did refine what the product was. I don't think we chased shiny objects. I think we got pretty focused on what it is we do and what we do best. And I think we still have work on how to bring that stuff to life fully and promote it the proper way and get it in front of, people in the right way. And yeah, there's still going to always be clutter to cut out, but I think that's like what we're focused on. And so I think it was a pretty good organizing principle. And I think probably the five of us, I don't know, probably saw a lot more of the behind the scenes stuff than everybody else did.
I think we did a lot of experimenting, which I think frustrates some people. And there's probably a balance. I think we got overextended on some stuff. Listen, I hear the haters and losers. The year of the product placement, we hear you. Okay, so watch
we
this.
alley-ooped that for them.
The Czar did a
Watch
deal.
this motherfucking space in 2026. Okay. The beauty of it is that we own the product. We can change the beauty. It's like nothing's permanent, and that's the part. It's like, oh, it's cooked. It's like, no, we'll just change it. We can go back like tourist sauce. Watch this space. Like I think there's a lot that we learned this year, and I think that's going to apply to next year and in 2027. So yeah, we learned a lot about the product this year. Let me put it that way.
We also had to like
for the long haul.
Yeah, we also had to like learn how to do this amongst massive personal life changes. Like it doesn't work the same. It does not work the same when you add on the top row alone here. We've added 4 kids in the last 15 months, 16 months. Randy's getting ready to add one. Like it just doesn't. Nothing works the same after that. It just does.
Which
not.
the kids are permanent, but I think there's an adjustment phase there. So like the overwhelmed feeling is not permanent. So kind of got to white knuckle it, little turbulence through some of that to make an adjustment. But I feel really good about. Honestly, I feel really good about my relationship with the 4 of you. Like really, really, really good about it. And so that in some ways that is the product, and I like the way the future of that looks.
Here.
And then it also just we're saying like you 4 were like fighting with your hands tied behind your back in terms of like I was a shell of myself over the past year in terms of availability and just shit, man. It's just real life shit that just was like a waterfall at times. Like felt like getting waterboarded at times, trying to keep my head above water. But that's one thing that's just got me looking forward to 2026. Like we are above water, and it's time to start
Availability.
Swimming. We're looking.
It's the most important ability.
I did not have availability this year.
So yeah, well stated, and I appreciate the context there. I think for 2026, just anybody listening, we're gonna get back to basics.
Can I say one more thing, Randy?
Yeah, please.
Like, no, sorry. We're gonna move on to 26. I'm excited to close the book on 25, but we have a census podcast. If you want more of like, how we're thinking about things, like Nest members have access. It's on the Nest podcast. Join the Nest, and you can hear us discuss like a little bit more nitty gritty about 2025. That's all I'll say.
Well, that's good because I was wondering how to segue out of this discussion. So, Nest podcast going to be great. I think 2026 we've learned a lot. We're going to get back to basics in some areas. We're going to
Shout out to Counting
pare
Crows.
things down, simplify certain things where we can, and as always, we hope you, the listener, the watcher, the consumer of our content, we hope you appreciate it. And if you don't, give us your feedback. Tell us why you don't or what you do like. So
Can I also
let's
can I
go.
also say
Yeah,
real quick, sorry, on this front, the year of the product, we're here on the Trap Draw feed. I think it was the best year in the history of the Trap Draw. Straight up. I think
Amen.
that is a just something worth calling out. Big, I know you're just far too humble, and TC as well
Trap draws,
to shout
trap
that
draws
out yourselves. Trap Draw is
growing, y'all.
bulking and growing, and yeah, we had Mayor Pete on, we had Clayton Kershaw on, we had all the chop sessions, the bird watching stuff. It's
Matt Ryan.
just it's
Yeah.
Senor Ice.
it's just great, man. I look forward to the Trap Draw every week, and so that's year of the product as well.
Got to do something. The charts
you.
would give you guys information that you don't want to hear. That it's the second most downloaded golf podcast in the world, which it's absolutely not a golf podcast.
Fix that glitch.
Just
We're
not
working
a
on it.
golf podcast.
No.
They got us all wrong, guys.
Well, let's turn to 2026 then. Is anybody itching?
5 more things real quick, Randy, before we get going here. But
does anybody, Neil, I know this is where I'm kind of looking at you. Sometimes you have one that you're so ready to
I got more
throw
than
out
one.
here.
I got a few options.
Do you mind leading us?
I don't mind at all. I've been listen, and you encourage people to give us your feedback. My suggestion box may be closed for the next year. I've been tossing around year of the probiotic, gut health, year of kombucha, year of trusting your gut, and trusting my partner's guts. I want gut health to be top of mind because if I'm going to be completely candid, I've spun myself into knots with feedback, and I'm in it's census season, and it's like there is a lot of stuff where people feel very strongly that they don't like something, and there's almost an equal amount of feedback on the other side that I love that. And it's like you just can get so stuck in the middle if you're basing it off of, indeed, you and I talk about like the audience capture stuff, and like the balance of play the fucking hits, shut up and dribble. I don't care that you have life changes going on. Make my damn content. And like people are like, no, I really like that you guys are trying to do your own thing and you're trying to push yourselves and you're trying to experiment, even at the expense of like stuff that like would be a guaranteed hit maker. And so I think in my head, I'm like, man, this is year 12 we're going into. That's a lot of experience doing this. I got to trust my gut more. And I got to keep my gut healthy. So year of the probiotic is my first one on my big board. Another option for you guys, I tossed around year of simplicity, year of not overcommitting. Sure. The other one, Deej, shout out, year of retooling. Definitely want to do some tooling this year here at the homestead. But retooling. I think we're trying to retool some things, reorganize some things. So those would be my suggestions.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah.
I love all those. I obviously I feel like we always do this. We're kind of swimming in the same ponds, fishing in the same ponds here. Just simple the year of the reset, right? Like I think trying to, it's kind of what you're saying with retooling. I don't think it's a wholesale reset. There's going to be a lot of things that look unbelievably familiar, but it's taking a lot of the stuff that we learned over the last year and just kind of, how do we clear the clutter and reset and get back to doing exactly what we want to be doing. I had the year of the chrysalis, Neil. Just kind of just going into the cocoon a little bit, building a little bit of a shell, and just coming back out and saying, "No, all right, we're going to work on it a little bit internally, and wait till you see what comes out the other end. Be a beautiful butterfly." Is what's gonna come through. But I think
y'all think I'm a caterpillar, but check this shit.
Yeah,
out.
I think
I'm gonna fly away.
both of those pale in comparison to the year of the probiotic for me. So I'd almost like to rescind them, to be honest.
The chrysalis, is that the cocoon?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta be honest, I
did not
never
know
heard that word before.
Yeah.
but I like
Have you recently been to the nature museum or something? Or is that just
I
top of
read
mind?
The Very Hungry Caterpillar between 12 and 15 times a day. I would say. I don't think that word specifically is in there, but it does, not to spoil the end, but it does, I think that's it's always top of mind, cocoons and things of that nature.
Sure. I'll throw mine out. I feel like I'm again. I feel like we're all in the same area thus far. I had year of the. I want to establish and reestablish some habits in
Ooh,
2026.
Establish,
And
Andy.
establish the run.
yes,
Yeah.
Love that.
part of
Year of
it's getting
establishing the
back
run
to
is good.
basics. Just I feel like there's certain areas of my life, and with a baby on the way, it's heightening my need to introduce more discipline, more routine, and build habits in 2026 to set me up for the most success personally, professionally. And I feel like that's kind of what we're talking about a little bit organizationally as well. Neil, I will say the year of the probiotic or the year of the gut health, I love that. And so I'm a little like Deej where I feel like I'm
It's hard to
already
beat. We should have made they'll go
I'm
last.
trailing you, but I am fishing in that same pond. I just came back to habits, man. That's what I feel like. That's what it's got to be in 2026 for me.
Can I say a note on that?
Randy, is
Because
there?
as I
Yeah,
think
go
that
ahead.
we'll get into this on the Nest pod too, probably, but that's such a that's Randy, both such an obvious place to go. Like you have to go that way. And it's also so different from how we've always done things. Right. Where it's like a
Sure.
lot of the energy of the company is not having habits and having pure chaos. And this thing just came up. Do you want to go do
Let's
it?
just see what happens.
And I'm
Yeah.
just trying to put a finer point on like that's a massive sea change. And that's really hard to be like, can we just schedule the chaos over the next 12 months is both like the only way to do it and also just a total change from how we've always done it. So I think that's
But I think, and that's going to make people nervous,
Yeah, for
talking
sure.
about how we've always done things. And if we do stuff, yeah, it's interesting.
What about? I mean, can we turn habits into an acronym?
Of course, I knew that's where that
We
was going.
certainly can,
home,
TC.
Well, there's no G.
aggressiveness.
There's no P or G. So probiotic, gut health, no K,
You know,
kombucha. I need
I could
need
be
gut
intangibly
established there.
rich. T could be the ball.
S could be scheme. The year of scheme. I liked establishing the run.
T
That's
could be
good stuff.
T could be teams also. You know, I think we can focus, get some specificity and specialization amongst our teams.
Sure. TC,
Interesting.
you got any nominees?
I got the core. I also have my neighbor's lawn guys. It doesn't matter when we record a podcast. It could be 9 a.m. on a Friday or 2 p.m. on a Monday or anytime in between. These guys show up during the 3 hours that I'm recording a podcast every week. It doesn't matter.
We don't hear
when
him if that
is.
helps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't hear him.
I would say the core. You know, Randy, we've talked about the core on the trap draw, the Earth's core, a little bit of
Yes.
drilling down to the Earth's core,
and
but I think
wanting to
just-
drill. Yeah.
yeah, just figuring out what our core is and really leaning in and defining that and strengthening that and focusing on that. And then, you know, if the core is doing well, then we can experiment and get weird and do some spontaneous fun stuff. But the core is habits. The core is
gut
you know,
health.
It's
our-
gut
yeah,
health.
our-
Gut health.
you know, the core is also, you know, it's hey, we're a podcast company. The core is our two main podcast feeds. And yeah, so I don't know. I think the core.
For a second, I was
like that
thinking
one.
you were saying like Marine Corps. I was like, ooh, the year of hoorah. But that doesn't really
Oh, the core, yeah.
line up.
CORPS.
I cannot believe CORD is not an acronym.
I
Like,
know.
that
I
felt
thought
like-
I know.
yeah.
I thought you were going to unleash an acronym on us here.
I mean, we can make it an acronym.
We can make anything an acronym.
Man.
I had honestly thought of that we'd done this one before, but we gotten close to it and kind of passed on it. But just this isn't a creative one. But the year of refinement, because I always go back to like what they did at Kapalua, which was like they renovated the golf course, but they had to like call it a refinement for like
not a
governmental
renovation.
purposes. It's almost like, yeah, we're not renovating. We're not renovating. We're just refining it. Like, yeah, we just we're making it over. Just wanted to nominate that one as well. Also, the year of repurposing, kind of in the same vein of like, yeah, we're not like, we're just kind of repurposing some things. You know, we're not throwing it all out. You know, we're not like tearing it down. We're just kind of finding a new use for certain objects around the house.
Sure.
I like those.
Year of expression.
Wow.
Not really sure where I was going with that, but It sounded good.
Kind of
It
ironic.
sounded
It's
cool.
kind of
It's the
ironic.
same.
Yeah.
Express yourself, man.
Well, I was kind
Yeah.
of thinking like pottery, like molding, but then molding didn't sound right, and it was just like, yeah, we can mold this thing into whatever we want to as an expression of our interest in golf and life. Year of
Expression's a word that's been in my house a lot with nursing, so I don't know if I want to go that direction. Expressing the milk,
Things being expressed all over the place.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a lot of expressing going
Guys,
on
what
around
about
here. I
the
might avoid that
slat?
one.
You're the slat of like we're creating these slat walls.
I literally have
You
year of the
see
slat wall
habits.
next, CC.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, you build the foundation. You can always move things around on the slat wall. That's the feature of it. And hadn't thought that one through. But that was literally one of that or decluttering was the last one of. I'm becoming a big fan of just literally throwing shit away that, I might need this 6 years from now and it costs $20. Just fucking throw it away, dude. Like, get rid of it. Like,
Feels so good.
feels amazing. I could do that in this office for the next 3 days and still not, have it properly decluttered.
Which,
So
Soly, if you get rid of that fedora behind you, I
This is
can
That was a
find
trophy.
a home
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Buongiorno. I want to just throw a vote to probiotic / gut health. I think I go to the Whole Foods hot bar all the time. I always get one of those, either get one or look at those probiotic sodas,
Oh God, they got a whole exactly.
and I'm
They're
just like,
the health
that is
aides
gonna make me
staring at you.
chuckle all year and remind me of this conversation. That's my vote if we're getting to the voting process.
is it probiotic / gut health, or is it year of the probiotic or year of gut health?
Yeah, maybe let's refine
Year of the gut?
and
Year of the
drill
gut.
into
Year of the gut.
Like trust your
I
gut.
mean, the goal is to
gut
trust
is the
your gut. And I
core.
think we all have
Yep.
like
That's
it's hard
interesting.
sometimes for us to explain like why do people like what we do? It's like we just kind of you can feel it in your gut when it's like, oh, that's a good pod. That's I'd say most of the time I'm like that one's gonna hit.
Yeah.
When we're doing it, and I want to have that feeling more often this year. And that could be stuff where you talk about refinement. Yeah, we got to reset, we got to retool, but I don't want to lose the. We'll still experiment, right?
Exactly.
It allows us to still experiment. I think the theme is not like, oh, we're pulling back everywhere, we're taking coffee away in the break room. It's like, no, I still want to push the envelope. I just want to I want to feel it in my gut, baby. I want that.
I think the gut is defined as the digestive system, mouth, esophagus, stomach, and intestines, and its vast community of microbes.
Teams, baby.
Gut microbiome, crucial for breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and supporting immunity, mood, and overall health. With a balanced microbiome, i.e., beneficial bacteria, viruses, fungi, essential for well-being, managed by diet, stress, and lifestyle. I mean,
That's it.
it sounds like it, right?
And
That's it.
I want to make sure, like, hey, we had some backups on some content this year. Like, we want to make sure that content passes through that gut in a nice, consistent fashion. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Yeah.
Stay regular.
We want to be regular.
Yeah.
That,
We
thank
want to
you,
be
TJ.
regular.
Yeah.
We've got
And
some
I
trap
think
stoolies
you're the
that
gut.
could be, some of the microbiomes and
Yeah. I mean, I think when you talk
Would
about
break that stuff down.
to have a healthy gut, both I think what we're talking about internally, right, with the probiotics, but also a little strengthening the core, right? They always say
Yeah.
the core is the key to being a to being a strong,
and
healthy
it kind of
person.
ties into like, hey, we want to put good like to TC. One of your goals is always
better ingredients.
better ingredients. We want to
Better
put good
pizza.
ingredients into this gut, right? To keep it healthy, to keep it running. And
Yeah,
and
you're
I
the
so
papa.
Papa
yeah.
Trons. Yeah.
No, but I think diet, lifestyle, that's habits, right, Randy?
That's habits, exactly. That's refinement. What else have I think having a healthy gut and a strong core, that's an expression, Soly, using some of yours, and it's a bit of a repurposing for us. We need to go in the chrysalis, and we need to come out the other side stronger,
Wow.
healthier, with a better gut. I think it's the year of the gut.
Done.
Sounds like
Stamped.
Randy's gonna eat the placenta.
That's not on my goals list.
You won't.
Actually, one of my
God.
goals is to not see anything that I can never unsee.
Oh, you gotta
Ah,
watch.
no, you
We
got
take that
to.
offline.
Come on.
You got to do it.
No, I know Randy's gonna have his shirt off. He's gonna have that kid getting warm on his chest.
Yeah.
Getting that.
Oh boy!
Getting that
All right,
skin
so
to
do we
skin
have?
papa.
Do we
Mr.
have? I think we
Skin.
not only have consensus. Is it everybody aligned? 5-0, year of the gut.
Hell
Year
yeah.
of the gut.
Wish
I
I
don't
had
even think
more
it's.
hands.
I don't even think it's year of the gut. I think it's just 2026. The gut.
I think
Just
year of
the
the. I think
gut.
we had it at year of the gut.
Yeah. My gut says it's year of the gut.
All right, that's what it is. I wish I had a gavel. I'd be banging it right now. Let it be known, henceforth, hark, 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 people. 2026, the year of the gut. Let's get our innards right. God, that's exciting. You know who you can help if you're looking to refine and get the core right, and perhaps you need a bit of measuring to go along with it? That would be Whoop. Today's
Yes,
episode
sir.
is brought to you by Whoop. The all-new Whoop is here, the only wearable that turns your health and fitness data into personalized guidance. It's now 7% smaller with 14 plus days of battery life. I gotta stress how nice this battery life is. It is a total game changer. One of our favorite features from Whoop has been Health Span, where they give you a Whoop age and pace of aging based on 9 key metrics. Does anybody want to share their Whoop age?
Mine is
30.8.
way high. Wow, really? That's great.
What is yours?
30.8.
He's like Benjamin Button.
Yeah, mine's like 2 years above my actual age. That's horrible.
It's telling me I could be the kid again.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's what I'll be chasing in 2026, the year of the gut, is getting that Whoop age down for sure. Because you see it going in the right direction, and it's invigorating.
encouraging stuff.
It is for
Yeah.
sure. But then you see it going in the wrong direction, it can start to feel like a snowball.
Yeah.
So it's a great measurement of kind of just generally how you're doing. It's very accurate to how I'm feeling all the time, I feel like.
Yeah, mine's over 40. It's just that don't work out enough. That's what it's telling me. It's not good.
Yeah.
Likewise.
I'm on a
I'm
245-day streak of not letting this thing die, but that's speak to the battery life, by the way.
That's great. I want to say I'm a 37-year-old according to Whoop. So it's
for you.
taken a few years off of me.
that's great.
Yeah, which is nice. So yes, Whoop. You guys have seen it. It's worn by top guys on tour. We can attest it's not just for the professionals. If you're looking to improve your health, no matter where you are in your health journey, Whoop can help you unlock incredibly valuable personalized learnings. Also a reminder, we have a community here. You can join the No Laying Up team on Whoop by inputting code COM-NLU. So that's COMM-NLU in the community tab of the app. And if you're interested in giving the all-new Whoop a try, go to join.whoop.com/NLU for a free 30-day trial. We thank them for being a great
You guys got
sponsor.
any strain challenges lined up?
Stay tuned, TC.
Okay.
Well, let's
Some
look back
space.
before we reveal our new goals. Let's go back through our 2025 goals and touch base with how everybody did. Soly, I have you first on the agenda. Do you mind kicking us off here with your look back on 2025?
Sure thing. First goal, make less goals. That was a win the moment we hit end record on last year's Trap Draw podcast. Got to get an easy dub in the books. Second goal, do nothing. 0 family changes, no moving, no pregnancies, no nothing. Big fat fucking fail.
Huge failure.
Huge failure.
Almost made it, but we did move on the second half of this year. Never moving again. I counted up, I've moved 16 times since I left for college.
Jesus, really?
Well, like in and out of the dorms. It was basically in a new apartment every year in Chicago. I've lived like 6 different places in Jacksonville now. Done. Not doing it ever again. We got, long story short, we're sharing an office, twins, bedrooms, all that. It wasn't working. We're in the house that we're going to be in forever, earlier than I thought we would be, and never doing it again. So this is a fail, but like I'm very glad we got this in the rear view. Like it does, like it was just like, all right, let's just throw everything in this like heap of a year. Like this just, I'm already like we on the bank situation in terms of time debtedness. Let's just take it all. Let's just take care of it now, and then we can start the new year fresh. Get to a +2 handicap. Nope, this was a fail. I touched the positives at times. I didn't sniff this, like getting to +2, but I honestly was like pleasantly surprised. I think with My good golf was actually really good. The consistency was never going to be there just with a complete lack of practice. But my good was like the second half of the year, I played a lot better golf than I would have pictured I was going to play. So I failed the goal, but like it was a solid golf year for me. I'm not gonna give myself like just an F on that one if it was graded like that.
That's fair.
180 ball speed, I will give myself an F on this one. Just was not able to find the time needed this year to stay dedicated to the stack. Didn't have the health either. I just had, back pop up, wrist pop, just a bunch of shit. Like I didn't take very good care of myself in the second half of this year, or really the first half either. So this was a fitness related goal, and that's the measurement is in the ball speed, and I failed that one. 10 rounds under par. I think I hit 5 or 6. Didn't really come close, that close on this one. I thought about it. I blew a couple rounds, like 17, 18th holes that were like, could be under par. Cause I was thinking about this goal just a little too much. So I love this goal.
It's kind of a volume goal too. That's kind of like the birdies goal where it's like, well, if you're not playing enough, it's hard to get there, which I guess is kind of the point,
there
but it's
last year in like 51 rounds or something. I got like 11 and I was like, I could do it. I can do it. And it was a good, if I was within 2 rounds, I would have like tried to stack 4 rounds here before the end of this year to try to do it. Cause it really is a fun goal. Played 12 new golf courses. I think I played at least 16 new ones. So a big pass on this one. Tree Farm, Camden Country Club, Brooms Hedge, Stillwater, Pinehurst 10, Oakmont, Loch LaBelle, Blue Mound, Brown Deer, Oak Marsh, Southampton, National Golf Links, Edgewood, Hyde Park. I'm counting that as a new one because it was a completely different experience.
Hyde Park, Cincinnati?
No, the Jacksonville one that you love. Brook Hollow, the Park. And I feel like Great Dunes gets in there as well. And I feel like I even left some out there. So
that's great.
Get your 9 in. Put it on the calendar. Go get 9 holes in. Don't think I did it one time. I don't think I got 9 holes in like on my own one single time.
E9, baby. Sweet.
It's an emergency.
Sirens are blaring.
Just, didn't just when you're trying to put out fires, it's just really hard to prioritize the golf. And I didn't do that. Eradicate the lefts. I'm giving this one a pass. Some stuff creeped in at the end of the year, but like for the most part, I eradicated the lefts. My data would tell me I'm not like missing solely left now, which is a development. I'm not like standing over it feeling like I'm about to snap hook one anymore, which is like what I would consider to be eradicating the lefts.
That helps.
It's close. It's not like I didn't ace this one. It's a close grade, but I'm giving myself a pass on this one. Stack sats, got to get the weekly buys of the BTC. That was an easy one. That was just all I had to do was just keep standing up, and that was going to keep working. And then the final one was just a very vague hold it down. Just fucking hold it down this year. How did you hold it down? I give myself an A+ on that one.
Like, wow. How about that?
We did hold it down.
Yeah.
It was an effort that is really difficult to describe. But we put it forth and we held it down, and we have made it through the year, and we're on the upswing. So yeah, that's my 2025 recap.
Love it.
Nice. Yeah. Mixed bag there, but generally good stuff, Soly. I am next on the agenda. So let's start with my golf goals. While I went through and tried to total all these. So my first golf goal, I had 5 golf goals. Make more birdies than last year, which meant I had to make at least 32 birdies this year. And guys, I can report that is a success.
Let's go.
We have ended the year with 36 birdies. So
it's exciting.
Yes, very exciting. No eagles, I don't think, this year. TC, I know you made all of the eagles, so I'll be looking to make at least 1 or 2 of those.
Hopefully, you can join the club and
a bird watcher like you, Randy. We gotta spot some eagles out there.
I know,
Come on.
Randy. I had no eagles this year as well. I'll join you there.
Okay, thank you. That makes me feel better. My second one, this is my favorite goal. And Soly, a lot like you, where there were some rounds you were saying, you were late in the round and we're thinking about breaking par and just couldn't do it. So my second goal was 3 or more rounds with no double bogeys or worse. And I completed 2 of these rounds in 2026. And I felt like there were a handful more where not necessarily like late in the round, but it's always something I'm thinking about really from the first hole now, every time I play golf. I just want to avoid those doubles or worse. this is going to be a recurring goal. I just love this one. So we did not get there this year. We had two. One came in July over in Wales at Pinard. That was just a lovely day for me. And then the other one was here in Denver in August at Overland Park Golf.
You know, Randy, I'm with you. I've always loved this one, but I'm worried about the mindset it creates. I almost want to track it, but I don't want to like.
No, here it is. 18
how would you
holes of bogey or
reframe it
better. 18 holes of bogey or better. That's a positive mindset that more than it is an.
Is this what your guy's telling you?
Yeah, a little bit. And because I don't like the thought process of late in the round, because I do this too, where it's like double avoidance. It's like, I love the goal. I love doing it. Like 2 years ago when we played it at Liberty together, and I made a putt like a 10-footer to not make.
We were
double.
celebrating that one.
We're so fired up. It's the best.
Well, it's cool to be able to do that at your home course too, Neil.
Oh, come on, TC, stop that.
I feel what you guys are saying. I used to do this similarly, and the problem for me was always like you double the third hole or something, and I'm like, man, all right, well, fuck this round. This is pointless. I'm like, that's probably not a good way to think
quite
about.
A few of those days too, as well. But then you can flip to like, well, I still want to make birdies.
What I've thought about, Randy, take this for what it's worth, is trying to be net zero or positive on birdies to doubles ratio for a couple guys like us. Is like for every double you make, you got to make a birdie going forward. It's just so that those rounds are a little less like all or nothing.
That's a fun one. Yeah, I thought about like almost on a round basis. I need to at least have as many rounds in the 70s as I do in the 90s. For every time I don't break.
Yeah.
Carbon on a whole basis. I like this goal too much, but Neil, I will take your, or whoever said it, reframing it to Soly. Maybe you did 18 holes of bogey or better. Maybe that's the better way to put it. So next one was play 10 or more rounds in and around Denver. I can report that this was a big fat success. We got to 10 on the dot. Shout out the Roost here in Denver. The Rollers got a lot of rounds in that way. Keep the handicap less than 7 at the end of the year. We kind of sat on this one. We went 4 corners a little bit, but it's a success, baby. We're going to end the year at 6.6. So
TC called this the Aon Wrist Reward Challenge or whatever. It was really good stuff.
Once Randy got to that 30-second birdie, he's like, I'm done.
Let's shut it down. Shut it down.
I'll hold, please. Yeah. No more cards for me.
I also like to live dangerously.
And then my final goal is to beat Poosh in a match. I played him once and I lost, and it freaking kills me.
His handicap is so high right now.
It sucks. Yeah. He's
like a 4.5.
Having to go 12 months without beating Poosh is a tough pill to swallow. So those are my golf goals. Into my life, I kind of broke them out. And I don't know if I really like, it's kind of one of those things you look back on your goals like, why did I do this? But the first kind of subcategory for me was workout and exercise. And so shout out Whoop. I set a very lofty goal of 300 days of 10 plus strain. And I did not get there. I did not really come close. As of time of recording, we're recording this a couple days before the end of the new year. I'm currently at 225 days of 10 plus strain.
I mean, listen, landed among the stars there, Randy. That's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neil, we did a big strain challenge. What was that? The month of August?
July.
Of July. That was probably the highlight for me. I got to say, I've petered out a little bit here, November, December. I think
we all
much
maybe
better.
That was a little overwhelming. Randy's shadow boxing while he's doing women's open coverage. That's not where I wanted my guy.
Just being bullied by by Evan and his brothers. The next one was win a 3.5 tennis tournament, singles or doubles. Guys, I got to a final in doubles and singles, and I came up short in both. So this was technically a fail, but I felt like we made great progress with our tennis this year. This is one I hope I can kind of continue in 2026. We might run this one back. I had a goal to play pickup basketball. Guys, I didn't play pickup basketball once. And I feel very badly about that.
I
I'm
hated
kind of
that
happy
goal.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy. I don't need you blowing out an Achilles. I don't need any
I think
other.
that's what I was
Yeah.
kind of always just in the back of my mind, like, man, I don't want to get hurt. There is a run at my rec center on Saturday and Sunday mornings. Maybe I'll pop into one sometime.
Could you get into a coaching role maybe? I don't know if that would fill,
that
what you're
might
looking for,
scratch
but
the
yeah.
itch? Yeah, we need to do something. And then my final kind of workout goal was to swim once a month. I This one went by the wayside a little bit. I swam 9 times. I was on a good pace, but have not been able to do it in October, November, December. So I fell short of that one.
Solid though. Okay.
Yeah. 2 travel goals. Watch a game at a new baseball stadium. Deej, Soly, I accomplished this in our Milwaukee trip. Went to American Family Insurance Park for the first time. I had a blast. It was such a fun experience.
Dom just came out. Our friend Dom Catrone just came out with his list of the top 10 Brewers games of the year. I think that was like number 3 or something. That game that we were at. Unbelievable. Walk off.
The sausage race was one of the closest of the year too. That had to factor in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a ton of fun. And then my other travel goal was to go on a Bengals road trip with my sister and brother-in-law and my wife. And we got up to Green Bay. So that was a success. We had a great time there. I had 4 culture goals. 1, to read 20 books. Unless I sneak in one before in the next couple of days, I'm going to end at 19. So we got close. Technically fell short of that one, but I feel pretty good. The other 3, we failed miserably. Take piano lessons again. We failed. We are never, my new goal, never make a piano goal again. That's
Throw that in the harmonica bucket.
Yep. And I come back to that well too many times. We're not doing that. Take in-person or instructor-led French classes. Did not do this. And I can report I hit 1,000 straight days on Duolingo, and then I quit Duolingo because I realized all I was doing it for was to continue the streak. I came to resent the gamification of it. I just want to learn French.
Duolingo doesn't help you learn a language.
So, yeah,
I think that's true.
So that's tough.
Did you want to
go fishing a couple times?
Say something in French to us as a farewell, or are you okay?
No, that's the problem. Yeah, au revoir. Je m'appelle Randy. Goodbye. Bonjour. My name is Randy. Go fishing a couple times. Didn't do it. I hate it. I feel like I'm just wasting opportunities every year where I don't at least get into some fishing out here. But we didn't do it, and that sucks. And then finally, 3 life goals. Create a soup group on my block.
I've been wondering about this one.
I had some discussions. I haven't been able to pull it together. It's a fail, and it kills me. But we have been getting more neighborly with the people that living around me. So I don't feel like this was a total dud of a goal. We just did not get the soup group together, which sucks.
I feel like depending on what Randy, you're putting in the soup could be a year of the gut. Like this could be this could be kind of go hand in hand. So I hope this shows up again in 2026 goals.
Randy, I'm happy to fly out and assist, consult on the soup group.
Best practices.
Okay. Yeah. My guy Tron is going to be canvassing the street the next couple days.
I didn't start
he's a real soup freak.
I would say this was the goal of all of our goals that I was the most curious about, Randy.
Yeah.
Did the soup group happen?
No, it didn't. It sucks. Now we had some dinners with some neighbors. We went to some backyard parties, but we didn't have the soup group. Cannot lie there. Dinner club once a month. This is more, we have some couples we just like going to dinner with. We got this in, feel good about that. And then my final life goal was to get pregnant, not myself, but my wife. And that was thankfully mission accomplished there. So we're going to reap those rewards. Due date here, February 1st. So about a month out. Yeah, those are my goals.
Yeah.
I feel woefully missed on some, hit some, and then, gave a real good effort on others. I feel like if I'm grading myself somewhere in that like C+, B- in totality,
Yeah.
So
the Whoop stuff is very impressive. 220 some days of 10 strain is phenomenal.
Randy's not letting the old man in. I love it.
I feel like that should carry a lot of weight over
like
not signing up for piano lessons. I think one of them is much stronger impact on your life, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. TC, I have you next. Will you run us through your goals, please?
Yeah. Listen, the first one, it's inconclusive as to whether I accomplished this because I did see it. Many people sent pictures. I just didn't see it in person, and that's a ginkgo tree losing its leaves.
TC, I'm going to give you an F on that
Yeah, I
one.
think that's probably a fail.
I think if it's Googleable, I don't really think that's the spirit of the goal.
It's not. It's very
Yeah.
lovely that people.
I
are
did
sending you
love
photos.
this goal though.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a picture just last night from a listener in San Francisco. The ginkgo trees were losing their leaves in San Francisco yesterday. So DJ, you had a wonderful experience with it.
Yeah.
It was on the back end of a crazy travel stretch for me, and I just didn't want to get on another plane. But listen, we need to be better, and maybe we can combine this with another goal here into the future. So visit one new state. I failed miserably on that one as well. I've only got I've got like 5 states left to go: Alaska, North Dakota, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Idaho, I think. So we may roll that one over to 2026. Number 3, use 6 new toothbrushes. I'm pleased to report I used 8 new toothbrushes, and I incorporated a travel toothbrush and a home toothbrush for
I just want
the
to shout
majority of the
out
year.
Peg Schuster. She thought this goal was so stupid. Our mother.
Well, she's told
She's
me,
like,
yeah.
So
She told me
Peg,
too.
I know you're listening.
As just a goal in general, or
Yeah, she was like,
future?
why?
Actually, oral health is important for gut
For
health.
sure. It's the front
That's
door.
true.
It's the
DC.
tip of the spear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she just thought it was a pointless goal. And I was like, I don't know.
Agree to disagree.
Maybe.
I take a lot of flack. I'm used to taking flack for my goals between Ben. Yeah, I think Ben's been critical of my goals in the past.
For
Like,
sure.
no, it's him just saying like I'm making a list
Just
of like
choices.
I'm just gonna do something.
Yeah.
Choices. Yeah. But choices add up, right? So listen, take 2 outdoor trips. Don't be they don't have to be a week long. They can be an overnight, such as kayaking in the Okefenokee Swamp.
Yeah. Did you do
Sure.
that? I didn't see any
I
photos
did.
from
I
that.
did not do that.
Damn.
God, I knew that one was dead on arrival. I was like, kayaking? All the
Yeah.
activities?
Hey guys,
Kayaking?
if I'm not on Slack, I'm swinging down to the Okefenokee Swamp this weekend.
Throw that one in the harmonica bucket.
Join us. That's my piano lessons.
Piano, harmonica, kayaks.
Yeah. This one's also inconclusive. Visit Vegas or New Orleans. I can technically say I visited Vegas, but
In body.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't think I was there in mind and spirit. In fact, I don't feel that dissimilar from how I feel today. That day, that was the worst sinus infection I think I've had in decades. Randy, it was like one of those days where I must have sneezed 350 times.
Yeah, and the wind was blowing like 50 miles an
Oh,
hour at
God, it was
Paiute.
awful.
That was
I
a
remember
bit of a Murphy's Law trip. Everything just kept going wrong.
That video was awesome though. I loved
I
watching
missed the
that.
Carbone dinner.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I still remember doing the chop session, TC, like right after that trip, and you just describing how awful you felt, and just you're like it was terrible.
Walking through the casino to get to your room when you have like your throat is burning and the cigarette smoke, it was bad. But
That's tough.
Vegas, exactly what I thought I was going to be for the most part. Kind of agnostic on it. So here we get into the golf goals. Play 75 rounds of golf. We can unequivocally fly the banner. I played my 100th round of golf on Friday. I didn't really feel like I played that much more golf than I did last year. Like I didn't play that much more at home. I just took some trips that were very golf concentrated. So yeah, that was a big win and contributed to better golf this year and just more enjoyment on the golf course too. So the next goal was get to a 1 handicap or better. I believe at the moment I am at a 0.4. Which,
Shut her down, TC.
Yeah,
Shut her down.
0.4. So, that's as low as I've been since high school. So
That's
The
impressive.
year of TC.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Next one, attend 2 Roost events. I failed on this one. I apologize to all the Roost captains out there. We're gonna try to fix this, Gene. We will fix this, Gene, in 2026. Play 5 new courses in Florida. Soly, I feel like we gave this one a good effort.
Can you count Great Dunes? That's essentially Florida.
Yeah, I would count Great Dunes, Stillwater.
Hyde Park.
No, because I played Hyde Park plenty. The new Oak Marsh
That counts
counts, and then I don't have any other ones beyond
because you'd
that.
played the park before.
I
Yeah.
played the park before. I mean, I guess you could say the TGL.
Mm.
The
Stinger
playing
hole.
the Spear. Yeah.
The Spear.
So,
Well,
yeah.
you gave that one a go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't feel bad about. I didn't get to St. John's Golf and Country Club.
There it is. He did it.
Yeah. All right. The good one. The good one. Which it's funny. We've had people reaching out and being like, "No, I think you mean St. John's Country Club. Like that's the good." It was like, no,
And the other
no,
one's the Muni. Yeah.
like yeah, no,
Like,
I mean that one.
That's what we mean.
So, next one, track birdies made throughout the year. Got to like 250, and then I kind of lost track. So
How did you track these?
Couldn't track that many.
I had a tab on my, or like a little notes tab, and I just added to the and then it's like at one point I fell behind a little bit, and then I went back in my memory and I was like, all right, I know I had 3 birdies that round. I know it, that sort of thing. So yeah. So 250
Sometimes
birdies.
with the birdie tracking, like I want to get back to that. I overcomplicated. I should just track I was like, oh, par 5 here. It's like, don't make it hard to input. Just maybe just
Yeah,
do
it was
the number.
truly just a notes thing on my phone and computer. This one, we're still seeking this one out. We're still chasing this one. Playing the mid-am qualifier. Didn't
This
even
choice
this year.
Watch this space.
Yeah. Yeah. A max of 100 tabs open across all devices at any time.
No way.
We're in just dire straits with this one. At one point during the year, we reached the limit where the phone wouldn't let me open up any more tabs. You can have a max of 500. It maxes you out at 500.
It's good to know, I suppose.
I got it down under 100 at that point, and then it's exploded again.
I would love to see you embrace an Instapaper or a some sort of aggregator for these things, and let your phone off the hook and organize these things somewhere else.
It's tough because this is
Bookmarks.
kind of trap draw driven too. Like
Sure.
this feeds the trap draw. So yeah, I need a better system. Next one, use up my cache of Jersey Mike's short points.
Yes, I was curious about this one too. How'd we do?
We have not done that yet. I think we've gotten through about half of them.
Short points.
But I think I can accomplish this by the end of the year.
You should just park it and just kind of let I think that not to jump ahead, but be more involved in the community. Maybe that's how you do it.
Hey, I'm gonna buy this guy a giant 13 behind me.
Yeah, just let me know till the short points run out. Come through.
Who you get a 13? You get a
TC's
13.
handing
Oh,
out
this guy wants a
turkeys.
cheesesteak. Give this guy a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, I'll be at the Jersey Mike's here.
Come through.
Come through.
Well, it would be a good thing too, because I haven't been in a couple months. Worried about Blackstone's involvement there. More to come. So
Maybe they'll buy you out of your short points.
yeah. Travel to 2 new countries. Fly the banner. Traveled to Guatemala and Argentina.
See,
Hell yeah.
So good stuff there. Swim 12 times. I think I definitely swam 12 times. I didn't swim with intention 12 times though. I probably got in the ocean half a dozen times this year, and then swam in the backyard quite a bit. So that's kind of an inconclusive. I did start to unlock the hips a little bit more, which I think that's kind of the golf's been getting better. That one. Listen, you guys be the judge, and then being more involved in my community. Again, this is inconclusive.
Eye of the beholder, I suppose.
I could do some work with the shore points.
I was gonna say it's not too late.
Not
We
too
can
late.
Kill 2 birds.
Yeah.
Get out there, get the bell, start ringing the bell in
Yeah.
front of the Publix.
Been very
come on,
present in
man.
the neighborhood. Been very present at sporting events. All of that sort of stuff. So taking some strides there. No volunteering or anything.
Well, thank you, TC. What a year that was.
Thank you, Randy.
DJ, you're next up on the list.
Sure. I can move through these fairly quickly because I think I set less goals, which I think resulted in I would say maybe one of my best years ever in relation to my goals. Probably a lesson there. Post 50 rounds of golf. I think I got to the Gin Rewind last year and was like, I'm not posting enough scores. I need to really kind of like put up some volume. I only posted 36. It was a year of,
Same.
kind of we're fighting against some weather, obviously, and then first year with a new kid, you're just not going to play that much golf. So 36 rounds. I think this was a perverse incentive, and it stopped me from playing. I would play with buddies who are like, "Oh, let's mix it up. Like, why don't we play these tees? You guys want to play an alt shot?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I need
Welcome to my world.
I need to post score." Yeah, but my point is, I don't want to be in that world. That's like
Small plates.
I
yeah,
wanna
just
live in
that
your
world
world, Randy.
stinks. So, Randy, I think you love
the
it,
only world,
and that's great.
Yeah,
I don't
the
think
only
I think
world.
I need to forge my own path here, and I will not be making any goals about how many rounds to post. But I did have a fun year on the golf course. Play golf with Justine 10 times. I think we played probably 5 times. A little bit of limitation here. She had a little post-pregnancy carpal tunnel, which is apparently a tough one that pops up. And it's just kind of hard to be like, well, can you suck it up for the goals podcast? Because I think so there were a lot of days probably where she was not really feeling like
Come on, babe.
just
Do you realize
really
how this is affecting me?
yeah, really hitting some trap draws and really digging it out of the dirt. She did take some golf lessons though, which was very exciting. So I got a lot of a kick out of that. Make 100 birdies. I mentioned this on the No Laying Up podcast this week. Not even fucking close. 57 I made this year, which again is a volume. A volume.
100's
thing.
a lot though, man.
100 is a
God,
lot.
100 seems like so many.
So many. The hard part is like I either did it or came close. I think I got to like 96 or 97 once. And so then you get the taste of it. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, you don't live in Florida anymore. And you had like some serious lifestyle changes. But honestly, it's just fun. And I'm probably going to keep that one on the list because, it's fun to chase that. But get to 167 ball speed. Highest I saw was 165. Which was with a range ball, and it's kind of like, it's probably close. I didn't really push this one, but that was again marked speed improvement in my golf game, which showed up with a much better year with the driver, and now a lower handicap that I've had in quite a while. Get involved with the Evans Scholars, guys. Massive dub here. Thanks in part to you guys. Thanks in part to the community. I think we're closing in on what, like $200,000 raised towards our NLU scholarship.
But you know what, Deej? Fly the banner on my get more involved in the community.
No, you can't co-op DJs. Fuck out of here.
We've all been working.
We've all been working on it. Yeah, I think the TC, I welcome you in.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe partial credit, but I think it's not a zero for sure. I think it's great. Watch 100 movies. A couple days to go here. We're at 85, which is
some heavy lifting.
Which is yeah, we're not going to get there for sure. Just saying that to like
6 at once.
It wasn't zero. It wasn't like, oh, I forgot to watch movie. Like I stacked up some volume, and we're gonna have a lot of Oscars movies to watch before that pod. So that will rise a little bit before the end of the year, but we're not going to get to 100, which is fine because we watch a shitload of baseball games. Like it's kind of hard when from late March to October, it's like, well, baseball's kind of on every night. You're not going to watch baseball and a movie, so baseball just ended up winning out a lot, which is fine. That was fun too. 10 to 15 baseball games. Got to 17.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Which was awesome. I think 14 Brewers games. Got to go see our A's, Randy, and to a lesser extent, Soly. Got to go see our A's with TC in Sacramento, which was great. And then went to a couple games at Wrigley Field as well, which was very fun.
That's nice.
Complete 12 monthly challenges. This was going to be like a no dessert in January, no social media, no this, whatever. The problem with this one was I came out of the gates being like, all right, I'm going to post it. I'll have people keep me accountable. And that was great. That was a lovely thought. And it was lovely that people kind of wanted to get involved. But then I just got in my own head where people are like, hey, what are we all doing next month? And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's not really that's not really what I'm trying to do. And now I'm picking stuff that I'm like, well, I should be picking stuff that I want to do, that's like relevant to me rather than for and so then I just got in my own head and fell off. I like the idea here, but it was bad execution by me. Go on a walk every day when at home. Obviously didn't track this one, and it's kind of an eye test thing. Made an effort. Definitely went on way more walks this year than I have in the past, but not even close to every day. A lot of room for improvement here. This was a pretty non-specific goal. But is what it is. Work the brain creatively before work. This was kind of like the goal here was not to just like roll out of bed and grab a cup of coffee and just hop right onto Slack. Did a much better job of that this year. Again, I didn't do a good job of tracking it necessarily, which we're going to work on this year, but definitely made an effort. A lot of that is just natural, taking the kid to daycare or, reading the news in the morning or, I did some journaling in the morning, would like to do more of that. But just trying to figure out some better, more repeatable stuff that can be done before the workday hits. So kind of a little, I don't know, incomplete, but moved in the right direction. The next one, win the traditional Thanksgiving paper airplane contest. This is a 1 or a 0. Did you do it? Did you not? We fucking did it, man. We rocked them. We absolutely rocked them. This was great. I had to take down it was a tough bracket. I had to take down basically my whole family, like my brother and my dad and my mom. It was just a tough draw, but we got it done. This was this was
Now,
people were saying that
would you like to address the controversy? Yeah,
may
sorry,
have
Neil,
used
you
some
were
performance enhancers.
Yeah,
construction paper, perhaps.
people
or-
is card stock, which everybody's pulling from the same pile of paper on the table. If people are not going to take the time to realize.
Did you provide the paper?
I was, I'm a part of the household that provided the paper. Yes.
Okay, so others may not have known that card stock was in.
I
the
suppose.
pile.
What am I supposed to just lay out all the? It's just a big spread out. Kind of like there's not 50,000 pieces of paper on the table. It's like it's pretty. There were other card stock planes, is what I'm going to say. Other people had the same access to what I had, and I beat the shit out of them. So that's what I'll have. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay.
Last goal, again, non-specific. Keep getting Charlie out of the house. Just thinking about this one constantly. Like, man, should we stay in here and kill time, or can we get out and do something? Massive dub. We were outside the house all the time, going for walks, going to restaurants, going to get coffee, going to the zoo, going to the pool, going to the golf course, we're out and about, and I think that's paid dividends. He's turning into somebody that just loves being around people, doesn't freak out when a loud car goes by. He's he's a dude. He's a dude. He loves hanging. Loves hanging. Which I hope that sticks around. I think a lot of that is a little bit of a flip of the coin, but I feel very confident we've done our part in what we can do on that front. So I'm gonna fly the banner there.
Nice.
That was it.
Deed, maybe I missed you had the 12 challenges a month?
One a month.
One a month. Yeah.
Sorry. Went sideways. Neil.
Yeah, it went sideways. Wasn't.
Yeah, I like that framing though. I really like that one. You just almost it kind of can turn into being gimmicky.
For sure. And that's what ended up happening was when I was like
problem.
posting about it, which was in theory supposed to keep myself accountable. Then I'm like, oh God, now I'm so in my own head about like, well, I want to do this, but like, what is that? I didn't really follow my own gut on that one to be relevant here. So yeah, we'll see. It's a good idea. There was some good stuff about it, but I didn't go about it a very good way.
I mean, I
Maybe
thought
if
about
you
reaching
laid out the
out to you
challenges
on the
ahead of
side
time.
about being an accountability buddy on
Yeah.
that, but then I was like, I don't know. Do I want to go like month to month
Right.
on that kind of thing? We get back to habits, Randy.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I know.
some of this shit isn't, it's not complicated. It's kind of simple stuff.
Yeah. So I think we've simplified even further for 2026, which I feel good about.
Well, last but not least, Neil, walk us through your 2025 goals.
Sure. So I'll just go down the list as it's written here. Break par. Fly it. We did it twice.
Dang.
Oh yeah.
Boom. End 2025 with a handicap below 2. We are at a 1.0 exactly. Fly it. 7 rounds with no doubles or worse. Guys, I got to 6. And what sucks is that I was at 4 in June when we did like the mid-year check-in, and I was like, dude, I just kind of didn't do it the rest of I did it once on that Montana trip, and that was it. So
Not a lot of golf
again,
since then. I mean, that's
not a lot of golf. Might
so
want to
again,
reframe this
it's a
one.
volume thing.
Yeah. And maybe there was one in there, but I kind of just, I can only account for 6 of them. So it's like, I can't fly the banner here. We can't accomplish what we didn't track, guys. And I care, Randy, I care too much about this one to be like, oh yeah, maybe I did at some point in Nebraska. It's like, no, you didn't log it. So we can't do it. Qualify for the MGA Pub Links Championship. I did not qualify for the Pub Links Championship. People can watch me miss that on the NLU YouTube channel, but I did make the match play of the Long Island Amateur, which is an even bigger accomplishment, much higher quality of player, I believe. So solid showing in the Pub Links, but I would say a win here. In the goal here is like, get to a new level in the competitive golf stuff. Great. Play golf solo. God, this was a fail. Didn't even consider it. Didn't even come close.
Didn't cross my mind.
Didn't even cross my mind.
Forgot
Print my
about
goals.
this one.
Didn't do it. Just didn't do it. I don't have a printer. I was like, I'm going to have Carson print it at work. Didn't do it. Now, I did create a very organized goal document, which I'm reading off of right now, which has a more on this in a second. Get a new sticker board going. Massive success. Carson was making fun of me. I was reading this out to her last night. She was like, that's not a goal. You just bought a whiteboard on Amazon. I'm like, no, but I've got this like
it's a project.
3 years of a sticker collection. And I got a spot on the wall in my new office for 2026's sticker board. It's like one of my favorite things that it's like, I finally started a collection I'm super proud of. Yeah. And the sticker board for 2025 I got like 2 spots left. And I'm fired up about it. So I would say, fly the banner on that one. 400 miles of cardio. I'm going to say no, because I didn't track it, but I did do a lot of cardio this year. And the macro goal is always stay below 190 weight wise. I weighed myself this morning. I'm 183. So I feel like really good about, you must have been doing some cardio to get there. And Randy, we know in those 10 strains, we were getting it in, but I don't really like cardio. So this was a little bit of like a half. I did 500 miles the year before and I did hit that goal. I just don't really like the goal. So I was like, but I would, so did I hit it? No, but the macro, I think we're in a good spot.
Okay.
2 10+ strain months in the year. Massive dub. February and July. We hit this one. No questions. Be in bed before 10 p.m. 4 of 5 weekdays. I'd say I did a better job of this. Recently, I've been doing a really good job of this, but I'm going to say no. But rarely am I up past like 10:30 now. So I would say moving in the right direction, but we did not hit this. Start 12 books. Hopefully finish 12 too. No, started 7, started and finished. Well, I've 6.5.
I mean, you could start 5 books today.
I know. But I there's some girthy ones in there. Titan, we've got some Chernow popping. I got Hamilton right now, which I'm really enjoying. So I read every night without fail. So it might be my only good habit right now in my life. I'd say this is like we're kind of doing what we want to do here.
To be fair to yourself too, I think the start 12 books was more like, if you're not enjoying a book, don't waste your time finishing it.
Yeah. And I need to make more time for reading that's not before bed. But I always, like, even if it's for 5 minutes, I just always read, and it puts me to sleep, and it's great.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So that's an awesome habit that I've kind of had going for the last couple years. Take a personal retreat and go analog while on the personal retreat. Massive W. Went up in the Hudson Valley last January, and it was sweet. It was like literally 3 degrees. The pipes froze. I had to get the blowtorch out, working with the Airbnb guys. The only time I went off analog was like, hey man, your pipes are frozen. It was totally snowed in, just me and the dog for 2 days.
You didn't go fully analog.
I basically told Carson I'd check in with her in the morning, and then like the pipes were frozen. So I was like, I had to unfreeze the pipes. At the
committee
Airbnb.
will review that one and get back to you.
Unfreezing the pipes is a pretty analog process. It might be like doubly analog.
I was underneath this
cancels
like,
out
cabin
carbon offsets on the digital usage.
Like a industrial looked like a hair blower.
Yeah.
There was just like a gas handheld heater, which was pretty sick. But anyway, did a lot of like bigger goals, longer term goals, mapping out some, NLU stuff. So I don't think I'm going to do a personal retreat in this winter, but this has to be a piece of like, I probably won't put it on the goals list, but we're doing it every year. It was awesome. I would highly recommend it for you guys. Highly recommend it for anybody. It was fantastic. What else we got here? Oh, get flowers for Carson 12 times. We're at 9 and we're going to be at 10 because I'm going to go get some right after this. So
Pretty good.
not going to
Yeah.
hit, but yeah, and she appreciated that when I read this out. She's like, yeah, I guess you did get me flowers a good amount.
Now you have wildflowers in your yard too. You can just
Well, we picked those together. I didn't count that, TC.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say no on this one. Go on a monthly tagging walk and throw it up on IG. Massive fail and massive regret, Deej.
I know,
Didn't do
man.
it.
I know.
My plan was to take the dog for a walk like at night and just tag some shit, and I just didn't do it. I did some tagging, but I just didn't do it. Like I'm on a walk and I'm tagging.
No intentional
Love that
tagging.
parentheses. Throw some up on IG stories too. That did not happen.
It didn't happen, and so that's a massive regret.
Come get me, NYPD.
Eric Adams tasted.
And then mock neck Mondays. I would say moral victory here. I have not missed a Monday since I moved to New Jersey, since October 2nd.
Came out of the gates hot too.
And yeah, I just fell off the wagon. So it was kind of like
Moral
maybe
victory
it was a bit of that
failed
James
over half a
Madison in the
year.
college football playoffs. Like, yeah, like the score doesn't look that bad, but they put the second string in back in August. Like we lost that game in the first half. So failure, but mock neck Monday brings me joy at this point. And so I would say moral victory there. So there you have it.
Wonderful. God, it's always the best going back through the goals at the end of the year. It truly brings me a lot of joy. And it leaves the main event here, our 2026 goal setting. Before we do, one more sponsor to thank. You may have heard us mention over on the NLU pod our new partnership with East Sands. They are a travel company. It's a husband and wife, kind of a small shop. TC, if you don't mind, could I bring you in to help just color in who the husband and wife are and also how we got involved?
Yeah, Nick and Haley. They're our friends. They live up in Vancouver. They moved post getting married to Scotland for 6 months, and they actually named their company after the lesser known of the two St. Andrews beaches. And they got back from that 6 months in Scotland, and they were like, "We need to start a travel company." Like they like seeking out the lesser known, golf destinations out there. They can certainly do the more widely known stuff too, but their focus is on combining kind of iconic stuff with undiscovered and molding them together into an actual custom golf trip. Like you will work with them to come up with your itinerary and you will work with the two of them. It's not, hey, we're going to farm you off to some associate in our office, or you're going to go on this trip that we've done 85 other groups on this same itinerary. No, like all right, you want to go play Brora, or you want to go play Western Gales, but you also want to go over to Shiskin, or you also want to, go play Dornick or go up to Durness. We'll figure it out. So yeah, just kind of aligns with what we're about as far as how we plan our trips and how we let curiosity and kind of adventure lead the way. That's not to say you're going to be slumming it either. They can do everything from the kind of the gold plated trips to more of a DIY. We're going to drive ourselves, but we need some help getting golf lined up and accommodations and everything. So, all things said, just very much a great resource to have. Reach out to them, eastsandsgolf.co/NLU. They've got a great deal going for Nest members, $500 off per person off any trip. So that's per person on the trip. So if it's, $6,000 per person, you get $500 off, per person. And then repeat uses are allowed on that. And you can stack that with this is for the full audience. The first 20 people to book through the NLU East Sands Golf Partnership save 10%. So that could be a substantial savings there on a Scotland trip, an Ireland trip, an Australia trip. mainland Europe, like they do France, they do the Netherlands, England, all these places. So, yeah, I would say, you can certainly work with them on a 2026 kind of last minute trip, but I would say get on the horn with them early to plan your dream trip for 2027 as well. That's start early, start now. It's never been tougher to get some of these tee times and start planning it now. And then as soon as some of these courses open up their tee sheets for 27, you can be kind of first in line. So call Nick and Haley. They're awesome. And yeah, they'll make you feel excited about golf and just people in general. They're just good people. So
Yeah.
eastsandsgolf.co/NLU.
Yeah. .co. That's the important thing. eastsandsgolf.co/NLU. Thank them. Very excited to begin our partnership with them and look forward to a lot of good stuff in the coming year. All right, boys, 2026. Why don't we snake it? Neil, would you mind starting us off with your New Year's goals?
Not at all, Randy. I'd be happy to. Guys, I put a lot of thought into these, and I feel like I've come out with, like, I don't want to say less clarity, but it's been hard this year. I'm trying to be realistic, and Randy,
It felt harder for me too this year. I don't know why. This year just felt I was I just didn't have like clarity like I felt like I've had.
And Carson's in my head. Maybe Hollywood Hoteling's in my head about, like, some of this stuff is like, it's less goals for me and more habits and consistency. Consistency is a theme, for me in this. And so I was thinking back, I went back through, I've got goals going back all the way to like 2014. And I went back and looked, and in some of those early days, there were 4 things that if I do them every day, I find that I'm a happier person. And those 4 things are read, write, work out, and play the drums. And so I want to be realistic. I don't want to work, so then you got to put definitions on these things, right? So you can kind of track them. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should do 3 of these 4 every day, because like working out is one where, like, I don't want to get hurt and I don't want to overdo it or feel pressure. But I think the definition for me is 10 to 15 minutes or more of each activity. Read equals a book. It has to be a book. Right? It cannot be an email or business communication. It can be something for NLU. So could be something for a newsletter. But I need to be writing kind of creatively, or something that's like original to me and not in response to something else. So, we'll be kind of flexible with this. Workout is very loose. I think I would recategorize this as use my body. Especially moving out and, having a house and being kind of out of the city, I need to make sure I get outside. So yard work, I've gotten a lot of joy out of yard work. Count it. Walk the dog, count it. Like, I'm going to be real generous with this one, because I think there's some other workout goals on this list. I think I've proven myself I'm going to do the workout. What I don't want is on the off days to not move my body, because I'm a happier person when I am spending at least 30 minutes doing something active. And then drums. So this is 10 minutes of stick work. I got this practice pad my mom brought to me that I had as a kid. It's like a, little metronome pad. And I've got it here in my office. And like, it's just like a hamster wheel. Like, if I go sit down and bang on this thing for 10 minutes, it's just like, oh my God, like mentally frees me up. And then, we got the drums in storage down in Florida. We got plans to bring those up and set up the Beat Laboratory, down in the basement. So, more to come there. But in the meantime, like, let's get back into the drumming. I just get a lot of joy out of like working the rudiments and kind of mindlessly thumping. And because you can see progress with it. Like, man, I'm getting faster again. Like, oh, my triplets are dialed. My paradiddles sound good. Like, it just feels like a little thing that I've, I didn't have the drum set in my apartment for the last 3 years, or any type of drumming in my life. And so that's new. So that's kind of the goal. Read, write, let's say use my body, play the drums every day.
Neil, your paradiddles are sick. Everybody says you have sick paradiddles.
Sweet paradiddle, flamadiddles, paradiddle diddles. Come on, man. Just it's simple. It's I don't know. It's not an exciting goal, but it's a consistency goal.
I couldn't agree more with every word that you just said. I would sub in the guitar for the drums, but God, that sums up exactly how I feel. I think that is really well said. And as far as people who like to shit on the that's not a goal or whatever, the point of the goal is just like pushing you towards the person you're trying to be, right? Like, I'm not trying to win a fucking pennant, over here.
No, it's just not a year like nobody likes the big, throaty, girthy, did you climb the mountain or not goals. But like some years you just can't have that.
Totally.
And I don't think in the year of the gut, I don't know if I can have that right now.
I think you're so on the right page here.
And so moving on, like workout, 300 miles. I got a Peloton bike. Got it from some guy at Short Hills. He's like, his wife was like, he's only ridden it 40 times. It's brand new. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get a Peloton.
Kind of giving those things away right now.
Yeah, I got a good deal on it. I wasn't super excited about it, but I'm going to use it. And so I'm going to do 300 miles of Peloton before March 31st.
Whoa.
So I'm going to shrink this one to 3 months. It's, you can bang out miles on a bike. And I think that's like a good, I feel like I'm in a really good spot from a physical standpoint. Let's keep that going. We're bringing Mock Neck Monday into 2026, gentlemen.
Wow.
Count it. All right. We're going back to the well. And then Brandy, we're doing three 10+ strain months in 2026. I get a lot out of these months. Now I want to be very clear. I might be open in the strenuous chat to doing like a, some type of team 1 month, maybe we have a competition, but these are gentleman strains, Randy.
Yeah.
A gentleman's 10.
We learned that. Yeah.
Right. We learned that. We're trying to get over 10. I don't care if it's 10.1 every day for 30 or 31 days. We just got to get to 10. So if you would like to join me on a gentleman's 10, I'm going to kick it off January. I'm just going to hit it first month of the year. We'll get one of these out of the way.
Okay.
And anybody's welcome to join. We'll have it in the, maybe I'll throw something in the NLU, the com-NLU Whoop group. And then maybe we'll pick 2 other months this year to get that popping. But the January is going to be a gentleman's 10. That's what we're calling it. I have 3 family goals. TC, we're going back to the well. This was a massive failure 2 years ago, but we're gonna be a little more conservative. We're going new recipe once a month. I got to cook dinner for the fam. I got to, and it can't just be taco night. But I do a good taco night. But we gotta. And TC was so good. He was forwarding me recipes all of 2024, and I was just not doing it.
Get on that New York Times cooking newsletter, man. I
know, man. I need to make this a priority.
Get the app, Neil. Start saving a recipe box. It's great.
No, I know.
Instagram weirdly good for that too.
Yeah. I need
like
to
the
do
easy
it.
stuff. Yeah.
So once a month, we're gonna start with once a month.
I'll bring you one of my favorite cookbooks when I come up later this week too, Neil. Okay.
Hell yeah. Plan of a family vacation for my family unit. And this sounds like that's like a decision, but it's like I am not good at planning. I'm not good at like, hey, we're going here in X, Y, and Z. TC, I thought we did a good job of planning like the wider family vacation. More you than me, but I want to make it a priority to like go on a family vacation because I feel like we get to travel a lot and that's awesome. And sometimes I feel like I leave the family behind on the fun stuff. So, a lot of latitude there. Doesn't mean you have to fly somewhere.
Oh God. I was just going to say, I'm picturing a nice, family road trip to
That's
somewhere.
what I'm thinking, Randy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Exactly what I'm thinking.
Get to Wally World.
Another monthly one here. A monthly, Deej, to your point with Charlie, a monthly outing with Petey. With my older son, I need to embrace the inefficiency of taking him to the store. I need to take him to Home Depot. I need to take him on errands. So this could be errands. There's apparently there's like a really cool model train place in New Jersey. Like I need to, just young Pete and I,
I love taking the kids to the grocery store.
Yeah. And so that's, and I, a lot of times I'm like squeezing in a grocery run. It's like, no, I need to make time where it's like, this is going to be a 90-minute trip to the store because he's going to run off and I'm going to have to go get him. And, I just need to embrace the inefficiency of that. All right. Golf. TC, I want to challenge and beat you in the 2026 match. I would like to, every time we play, I would like to have a running match throughout the whole year. We have no idea how long the match will be, but every round, no matter if we're playing on the same team, we're always going to have a match.
Mega schlong.
Mega
schlongest.
So just so we can put some parameters on this, would this be like every 18 holes is a match and whoever wins the most matches in the year?
No,
Or is it
just a
like
running
every hole
It's like
is
the
a
every
hole?
it's like the super rolling 18, TC.
like it could
Okay.
be like a
Yeah.
500 hole match.
Yeah.
But like
Okay.
I just love the concept of like in July, if I'm like 12 down, it's like, well, yeah, but who knows? I mean, we could only be halftime.
It's true.
And I just feels like a fun thing to track
What
for the
what
year.
I'll say is I did that during the 10 courses in 2 days thing with my friend Steven Watson, and I got like 28 down, and I was just a little bit like, "Oh, all right, man. I think
28
this is
down.
just this might be
It
over."
could be a fun
I
thing to look
think.
back on.
Yeah. So just look ahead, like try to keep it, keep it in the. Don't let that one
Deal.
get away from you.
Here's why.
Either
In the
side.
year of TC, we're coming out of the
Yeah.
year of TC. I got to keep up with the older bro here. I mean, he's pulling away, handicap wise, you wouldn't say it. He's playing a lot more golf than me, but like I want to, I want a shot at the title.
Question for you: do we have to be like? Let's say we're on a trip together, but we're in different groups. We have to be in the same group.
See, that's a
Is it
good question.
Scorecard match.
Blind matches.
I would say
I think
yes.
yes. I would say yes to that. We have to be physically though on the same trip. I don't want to do a virtual match with you. I would
Okay.
consider that in the future, but I want it to be like at the end of the round, like we're gonna settle up on, So if we're on the same trip, yes, different groups, I'll allow that.
Okay.
How's that sound?
I think that's fair.
I mean, are you into it? You could also say no.
What do you guys think?
For sure. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I don't think it costs you anything, TC.
Yeah. I love calling your
Yeah,
shot.
I'm just-
I love I
Well,
do like
it's
that.
just part of the issue with playing TC is you gotta look TC in the eye.
Yeah, right.
Well, you're the one that brought up like the different groups thing. If you don't want to do it that way, we don't have to.
No, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
I would say whenever you play the same golf course on the same day,
Yeah.
that should count.
That's
for
a
your
good
match,
definition.
whether you're in the same group or not. But
Okay.
if you're playing the same holes on the same day, that can certainly count.
All right. I want to win the NLU Club Championship. I had a great deal of FOMO this year. I want to come get that Yeti bucket this year. So I'm putting that on the list.
Great venue for 2026 as
Yeah.
well.
Yes. I want to Deej, I'm going with you 50 rounds. I got 36, same as you this year. I got to get to like 50 rounds of golf. I think that's a realistic number with, a lot going on at home, short season, blah, blah, blah. No excuses. And that's hopefully we play more than 50 and some of them aren't logged, but in the Gin app, I want that number to be over 50.
I think you're in a position to hit some of those solo rounds as well, depending on, being out
Hopefully.
of the city. I think that just got a lot easier for you.
What is the commute to Liberty National?
That's
New
true.
house?
Well, if you take the
Knock
ferry,
it
it takes longer.
By land or by sea?
Yeah.
You guys are scumbags. 5 new courses in New Jersey. I'm borrowing that one from you guys.
Great.
In Florida. I want to shoot in the 60s on a par 70 or higher course twice. I want to touch the 60s a couple times this year. We're going to qualify for the MGA championship and MGA championship. So I'm going to, not just the pub links, we're going to open that up event. And my goal is to sign up again for 4 events. We're putting 100 birdies on the list. I'm going to track the no doubles, but I'm not going to put it on the list for now. Last category. This is where I kind of am stuck. This is kind of an owning my time situation. I am tossing around the idea of no meeting Friday. And it doesn't have to be Friday. You know what I'm trying? I want to be realistic about like, we're running a company. Like I got to be available sometimes for certain things. So this one's kind of half baked, but the idea is like, hey, there has to be a day during the week, the weekday where it's like, and that doesn't mean I'm not. Some days I might, be playing golf, but a lot of days it's like, no, I'm doing something that doesn't involve meeting with other people, deeper work, like making space for that. So, I don't know, like I'd almost want to know if you guys think I should put that on the list, or if I need to put some more guardrails around it. And then Deej, to yours, no email before 8 a.m. I need to stay out of my inbox. I need to I can read
Or after
the
a certain
paper.
time, I would say.
Yeah, and I've done much better at night. Like I don't like to work at night, and I probably need to do a little bit more of that. But I get a little frantic in the mornings, and I don't like that. So I need to, and I think I don't want to check. I don't want to get reactive before 8 a.m. Is my idea here.
That's great.
So no meeting Friday is kind of like maybe I'll put that in the personal collection. But I wanted to call it out because it's more of like I need to think about how to structure that.
I think that's great. I'm in. It's a good
Do
slate.
you want me to put it officially?
Sure.
Sorry, no meeting Friday.
Call it like, well, it just doesn't have as good of a ring to it. No meeting one day of the week. Like put it in there, Randy. Put it in there. No meeting Friday.
Okay.
And I will report back if I adjust.
I would say
Those
no
are my
meeting
goals.
one day. I don't think it has to be Friday.
And that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like I'll be flexible on the day, but it needs to. But you can get ahead of this where it's like, okay,
I kind of feel like that could
if
be a
I'm
team
using
goal, right? Like, let's work on that together and figure out, since we're all going to be in all these meetings.
But there's certain
probably.
weeks like if we have like it's a major week
Yeah.
or live shows, like I just want to be realistic about, like, I'm not gonna be militant about
Sure.
this one, but I'm calling it out to make time for personal stuff
Okay. All right.
and deeper work, basically. So
Neil,
nothing
lots of good
shattering
goals
on
here.
nothing earth shattering, but that's my list for
You
2026.
knock those all out, you're going to have a hell of a year.
Do you think this
so.
ladders up to better gut health?
I think so, especially that
I do
first
too.
goal.
Yeah. We're gonna go with DJ. We'll just snake this. So DJ, why don't you go next for
Yeah,
us?
I would love to. Let's start with the golf stuff. And I've only got 3 golf goals, and I'll explain why in a second, because I think one of them is going to be an indicator goal, and there's going to be many, many, many sub goals along the way. The first one is going to be 100 birdies. Randy, we're not going to get there, but it's staying on the board because it's fun to chase after. I mean, imagine what if we did. The next goal is going to be keep the handicap below a 6. I am a 5.8 right now. I don't feel like I should be higher than that. I feel like I can clean things up and hover in that range, or Lord willing, get better.
So if the cap spikes up a month, is that like we didn't hit the goal, or is this like come end of year
Yeah, it's a really
2026 we want it to be below a 6?
It's a good question. I mean, my head is end of year 2026. We want it to be below a 6, but you're right. I see what you're saying. Like, it's not real. Like, it might go up. That's just kind of the nature of how it goes. But let's leave that as end of year 2026. We need to be below 6. But I
Okay.
would obviously like for that not to just spike up to 9 for the bulk of the year as well, and then shoot a bunch of 68s. Like, that's not really the goal. So let me circle back. That's a great question.
Okay.
My last golf goal, I was talking to Cody about this, and I was trying to think of something. I really liked Cody's personal golf spotlight. Neil, you have spoken eloquently and at length about the idea of having it on one day. Like, can you have it on the day that you need it, right? And I don't know why this popped into my head, but I've always been fascinated by the idea of the playing ability test. That PGA
Oh,
Yeah.
PGA of America,
Sure.
PGA professionals go through. So I'm not going to sign up for a literal one, because moving target, who knows what's going to happen, and I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm going to simulate a PAT at my home course. I'm going to pick a day. I'm going to put it on the calendar, and it's going to be a 36 hole day, and I have to basically, like, the rating at my home course from the blue tees that I play is 71. I have to be within 15 shots of that over 36 holes, which means I have to go 78, 79. And that's a really good,
Awesome.
that's a good line for me. That's not earth shattering. But that is like, can you do it? Can you hit cups? Can you like play tournament golf when there's not actually a
Can we
tournament going
film
on?
that?
Absolutely. Totally. Yeah.
If you do it and don't, or if you attempt this and don't do it, are you going to keep doing it until you get it?
I'd like
Or-
to give myself no more than 3 chances at it.
Okay.
Like, I think, or maybe even 2. You could talk me into 2, but like, I'd love to do it on the day, right? So like, I would, you come out of winter slowly. You don't know how, you can't really start playing golf outside until at least late April usually. So I'm setting this
God,
as
I
like
love
maybe
this.
early July. I think we should be kind of ready to rock. And if we don't hit it, then TC, we still have quite a few months to to set another date, go through the process again. But I think I'm going to give that one a shot. Randy, that seems like a good number for you too. So if you're interested in joining me,
That's
you let me
interesting.
know.
Yeah.
And I did see that I would have to, in order to qualify as a PGA apprentice, I'd have to break 84, which, so I think that, could do that. I think.
The Apprentice. There's your nickname. If
The
you
Apprentice.
if you
The
do that, The
Apprentice.
Yeah.
Apprentice.
So playing ability test on a date to be determined. I will keep you guys posted, and if we'd like to film it, we absolutely can do that.
I love that. God, that gets me jacked up. Good one.
Neil, to your point, read, write, workout, play an instrument. I love that. I'm going to be thinking about that a lot. I don't have any immediate ways to structure that, but I did have journal 3 days a week. I think that journaling counts very much as that writing for me. I get a lot of clarity from it. Have greatly enjoyed it this year, and I need to be more consistent. So I want to say journal at least 3 days a week. I'm going to go to 15 baseball games. That's a great number. Would love to keep that one going. I'm going to watch 100 movies. I think that's a great goal. Would love to keep that going, but I've broken that down into a couple sub goals here because that one does feel a little arbitrary. I was talking to Justine about this a little bit, and she's like, "Well, what are you like trying to get out of this? Are you trying to like learn something? Are you trying to have experience it? Are you trying to watch a certain type of movie?" I'm like, it's just yeah, I don't know. It's a good point. So
Trying to complete a goal,
yeah,
baby.
so I thought about it because I think she was right, and so I'm going to put that as I need to get to the theater 10 times. There's 2 movie theaters within walking distance of my house. This should not be hard. I need to do that. I did not go to the theater enough times this year, not even close. My brother, for some reason, wants to do a family-wide rewatch of all the James Bond movies and then discuss them at Christmas of next year. Superlatives, who's the best villain, what's the best device, all kinds of like all of that kind of stuff. So that's, I mean, carve out some time for that. That's 20, 25 movies there. So that's on the list. And the New York Times this year did a list of the best 100 movies of the 21st century. It was a very fun, elegant presentation by them. There's 31 that I have not seen on that list.
God, there were like 70 that I hadn't seen. Dude.
I had seen that means 31. That means I've seen 69, which felt nice.
Nice.
So I'm gonna knock out those 31. It's a lot of the foreign films that I've always wanted to watch and haven't. And then just kind of a couple random stray ones that are like, how have you never seen that movie? So I've seen 80 of the 100 on the readers list, like the readers nominated list, but that's probably not as fulfilling as the actual kind of like critics list. So I'm gonna do that.
Top bag tag Barry over here.
I was almost like
top 100 DJ.
I almost was like, is there some sort of parallel between top 100 movies and top 100 golf course? And I was like, that's too. What are you doing? This is too clever. Neil, I'm with you. Much like the Peloton thing, I got a treadmill that I fucking love, and I have greatly enjoyed getting into that a little bit more this year. The weather stinks, so running outside is not really something I want to do. But I'd like to run 400 miles. I think that's a great goal.
Let's go.
That you've had, and I would like to at least once, probably on the treadmill. Who knows? Maybe outside, run at least 10 miles at a time. At least kind of 10 miles in one session. So
ease into it. Don't get hurt.
For sure, which has been great. There's a ton of programs of just like build up to this, build up to that, kind of run walk type stuff. Like it, we'll absolutely ease into it. But I think that's a realistic pushing it goal that I think is going to improve that whoop age for sure, which is another kind of a soft goal.
Yeah.
I don't have a specific number for that, but I think that's going to take care of itself if we're accomplishing those things. So that's what I got. That's my 2026.
Nice.
Tight this year.
Tight. But that's kind of,
tight.
let's
Good for you.
focus, we can do all these.
Well, DJ, thank you. TC, do you mind going next?
Not at all. I'm happy to. I've gotten a lot of flack the last couple of years on my goals, and there's a few that we're gonna roll back. Namely, the ginkgo tree. We're gonna see the ginkgo leaves fall. That's just, it doesn't happen in 26. We're gonna roll that to 27. But like that needs to happen.
That's who we
And
are. It's part of who we are.
There's many different opportunities to do so based upon when and where, weather patterns, all of that stuff. This is almost more of a symptom than it is
it's just such a moving target. I mean, can he time it up?
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine if he does.
Exactly.
Brings in
It's as much art as it
logistic-
is science.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna keep tracking birdies. So I think the golf stuff is gonna be, it's all gonna distill down to one goal. I want to be a scratch golfer. I want to get down to scratch. 0.0
At the end,
or
much
better.
like Randy asked me, at the end of the year, or you just want to touch it?
It's a good question. What do you guys think?
I think you can be there
I
at
think
the end of next year.
I think at the end of the
Yeah,
year,
yeah, I
sustain
think
it.
so too.
I think
Touch-
for you,
like,
it's
don't
got to
just
be
touch it.
end in the
You gotta-
year.
Yeah, you got to sustain it.
I think
So,
like that, or like have spent. If you spend like 3 months at scratch or better, I feel like that sustains it as well.
okay, I think that's fair. Yeah, end of year or scratch or better, because it gives me something to work towards if I haven't, gotten there by November or whatever. But yeah, I agree there, because I think the other stuff just ladders up, like the birdies, making 5 birdies in a row. More often,
Right.
I thought
More
about
often,
doing.
sure.
I thought about doing, the rolling 18, Deej, of getting to a certain point, getting 4, 5, 6 under on the rolling 18 at various points throughout the year. Neil, the rolling 18 is simply just, like at any given time, you are in the midst of a rolling 18.
Just take all
Of
the
course,
holes. You
one
play.
in, one
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Kind of like your
I know.
handicap. Scores
Exactly.
fall off all the
Yeah.
time.
Exactly.
Hard to track though.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
TC, just so I have this accurate, it is an official goal to track your birdies, but you're not going to put a number on it necessarily.
I would say more birdies than I made this year,
Which
Which
was
253
253
plus the
God,
11
that's a
eagles.
big
So
number.
yeah. But if I'm down at scratch, I gotta, I think I would like to make an ace in 2026.
DC, I actually
I like
had this
that.
on my list. I took it off, but I'm with you. I kind of wanted to declare
It's
it like,
been a minute.
yeah, God, I would love to make an ace, man.
Do you have one, Neil?
Yeah, 6th grade. I scored a 5 iron from like 157, hit the stick and went in, like one hopped it.
Fun.
Number 6 at Dunwoody Country Club, right?
Yeah, right over the water feature. One hop, hit the stick, went in. It was like a ground rule double. It's an awful shot, horrible shot. That's the only time so I haven't sniffed one since then.
I thought I almost had a few this year. It was, whether it Dyes Valley course or Caprock Ranch or, a couple other spots. So
I made one at Carl's place this year, as you may have seen.
Yeah.
I think I played like 36 or 37 new golf courses this year. I don't think that's sustainable. I would like to play 25 new golf courses in 2026. And I would like to play at least 5 new golf courses in England. And I think that's going to be a recurring goal throughout the next 4 or 5 years. Just keep going to different places in England. Let's see here. What else we got? I think the other one on my list, it's Tommy Fleetwood winning a major. We are going to get it over the line.
DC is loaning Tommy a goal on
It's
behalf
a team
of
effort.
Tommy.
It's Tommy, it's Finno, it's the whole team.
Yeah, Team Fleetwood wins a major.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a great goal.
That's a great goal.
I am
Can't think of
invested
a
in
better
it.
one. Honestly.
This is disgusting.
I am as invested in this as anyone else.
Watch out for your
what
gut
else?
on some of those Sundays. Like
Yeah.
cannonball.
We're gonna keep the toothbrush thing rolling. That's a big goal. Keeps me healthy. We are gonna go to an out of town Jags game again. I had a blast going to the London game this year, and I would like to make that a priority moving forward. I know, Randy, you've
They're
made that a
great.
Bengals thing.
Yeah.
It's just
Super
it's fun.
fun.
It's like a good reason
Yeah.
to take a trip and do something
And
fun.
it's nice little you can make it a self-contained little weekend trip or
Yeah,
extend it into something bigger.
exactly. I think I'm gonna take a weekly walk. Just take a walk, like a walk once a week. Just step away from everything. Leave my phone. Just take a walk. I've done this relatively regularly, but not like over the last month or two, but not enough. I need to just make it a point of like, oh, you know what? I haven't taken a walk this week. Go do that right now. And it needs to be at least 45 minutes to an hour. Like go decompress.
Love it. Never regret taking a walk.
yeah.
I'll tell you that.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. I would like to make Premier 1K again with United. Lock that up for, I think this will be my 5th or 6th year in a row. In 2026, we'd like to keep that rolling for 2027.
Perverse incentives there, TC. You just getting gamified by the airline.
No, because I can do it via spend and all that stuff. It's not that hard.
Take a trip to an out of town Jags game. Put the hotels on the.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's ways to.
Play 25 new golf
Yeah.
courses, right?
5 distinct trips to England, play one course each time.
No, it's not something I have to do anything perverse to get to. Over the next month, I plan to audit everything. Audit my entire
Everything.
my subscriptions, my
All of
closet,
it.
my tabs, some of my systems that I have in place. Just audit all of it and get back to equilibrium. I've got too much on board right now. I need to offload some shit. Need to get some stuff offloaded.
Yeah, declutter a little bit.
Work on that.
Declutter.
Work on that
both-
gas mileage. Be a little more
Yes,
efficient.
Exactly. And then I've got to fit. Like I need a fitness goal. I don't know what it is yet.
Make a fitness goal.
The goal is to make
Create a
fitness
fitness goal. Yeah.
Create a fitness goal, and because I think this the only way I'm going to get to a scratch is by being in better shape and having just being more fit. Whether that's flexibility, that's endurance, that's strength, all three of those things. So
I think you need to sign up for like a workout, like a video workout classes. You could just on your phone, like you just need someone to guide you through some HIIT workouts. I think would be a really good place for you to start, TC. Versus like, yeah, you could go to a class or something, but make it even easier. Just be like, because you can kind of go brain dead on those. Just hit play and like do what they do.
Yeah. Okay. More to come.
Okay.
But I will publicly release this. And I think some of that is
Must
just
be heavily redacted.
I saw they released more files today.
We're recording this on the 23rd. If anyone needs to know, if our country falls apart the next week,
I'd like to. Tennis was a goal a few years ago. I still haven't bought a tennis racket.
Throw it in the harmonica bucket.
Yeah, exactly.
The tennis racket in there with the kayak.
There will be a physical component.
Piano, French class.
We're gonna keep buying, great ingredients and sourcing stuff.
Sure.
All of that. But like we've already taken that on board to the point where like I don't even think that needs to be a goal. It's just who we are now.
That's kind of I like that.
Fly the banner.
Yeah.
So so
dare I
that's
ask
what I
if
got.
That's it,
guys.
TC.
That's
Okay.
it. That's it.
A lot of he's only auditing in January though. That was a monthly goal.
There could be all kinds of things that come from the audit.
It shouldn't be a year-long audit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should move into the action execution.
Are you going to
phase.
bring in a firm to work on any of this auditing?
Will
with
you be? I was going to say, will you be releasing the results of that audit?
I would
Possibly,
love that,
yes.
TC. What are you getting rid of? What are you stripping down? Yeah.
Please keep us posted.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Randy, put that on the list for a future chop session at the end of January. TC release the audit.
Very good.
Soly,
Okay,
perhaps
I
you
guess
can
I'm
share some
next.
best practices. too.
Deej, you got to go.
I got like 10, 15 minutes. She she
Ooh.
just picked Charlie. I'm tracking. I
Wow.
got the shared location on my phone. We got some time.
Come on, Randy.
I'm doing that with my
All
lunch.
right. Well, mine, yeah. I feel like I've probably made less goals this year, and the reason for that is I feel like there is uncertainty coming my way with the arrival of a baby, and I don't want to make a bunch of goals that I come back this time next year and be like, what was I thinking? Like we had this newborn at home. Of course I wasn't going to do this, or this, So but I also don't want to I don't not want to make goals. So I feel like I'm in a little bit of an awkward situation for me, certainly a new spot from where I've been. So that's my preface for all that. We're trying to keep it light this year. And I think we have some goals that are going to be tough to hit, but some that are very much achievable. So without further ado, let's start with my golf goals. They're pretty similar. I feel like I'm in a good spot. We're going to make more birdies next year than we did this year. So that means 37 or more birdies. We're going to keep the goal, and I'm going to reframe it 3 rounds of 8 of bogey or better.
Love that.
I like reframing it that way. This is a new goal, and I actually like this goal. I would like to have at least 9 holes, not a rolling 9 holes, an official 9 holes at even par or better.
9 holes.
I think
breaking it down into a smaller sample. I like that.
Before I can dream of breaking par over 18, let's just shoot a 9 holes where I'm even par or better.
You might have to do it in the rolling 9 first. You know,
Maybe that's
could be a
it.
pre-goal.
Maybe we do a rolling 9 into an actual 9.
Just wait. The rolling 9 unlocks. I mean, it changes your whole game.
I mean, some of it too is just Randy, like tracking how many holes you were under, like when you started a round, how many holes you were under par that
How many
year.
holes I played under par better? That would be interesting. That might be tough to track, but yeah, I thought about that one too.
But it gets you off to a good start in rounds too.
Yeah.
Right?
And we have beat Poosh on here, of course. Gotta play Poosh, gotta beat Poosh. I think in the vein of, I was trying to think about, like, NLU Club Championship is the one event where I know the date on the schedule and it's a competitive day of golf. So I don't have any illusions of making the final round. But Deej, a little bit to your point, I would like to, I don't know how to do, well, because we can't reveal the venue. I'm trying to think of a goal that, like, on that day, I would like to play good golf, right?
I think you can make the cut at the club championship. Like, that's a reasonable goal.
Yeah.
I think it's a great goal.
Not
Dream
that
big,
reasonable.
big homie.
It's quite
Okay.
reasonable.
Also, you can play defense and try to
And
throw
for the
some
record,
sand
you
in
have no
these guys'
problem with
eyes.
it being a gross event, right?
No, I don't have any problem with it.
Good.
I just know I'm
Alright.
never gonna make the cut, likely. Like,
That
not
attitude.
with
Well, not with that
no.
attitude.
Yeah,
No,
that's some
not with that
bullshit.
attitude.
Come on,
All right,
man.
I'll put the goal. Make the cut at the NLU Club
Put your
Championship.
name on it, Randy.
Yeah.
I would hope to come up with a fitness goal.
I'll get back to you on a fitness goal.
Thank
Put
you,
your
DJ.
fucking name on it, Randy.
And then we're going to lean into top 100 Randy moniker, and we're going to say, let's try to pick off 2 new top 100 courses
Yeah,
this year.
that's
Love that.
great.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
You better open up those DMs on social media, big man.
Yeah,
You need
that's
those invites to roll in.
Top 100
That's the
Randy at
issue right there.
nolayup.com.
Or else I'm gonna get a bunch of them like, hey, let Randy know. Let Randy. I don't want to. I'm not.
I already get
freaking
so much,
secretary.
so many messages like that. Hey, will you let DJ or Randy or Neil know? Like, I don't know how to get in touch with them.
Pretty easy to find. I probably need.
Yeah,
to close the
you
suggestion
can, if
box.
you really wanted to get in touch with me, you can get in touch with me. I don't feel bad about that.
Top
Okay,
100 Randy.
yeah, moving to life goals. Let's start with, I like the 10 plus Whoop days. Neil, I look forward to joining you in some strain challenges. I'm going to say I would like to, and this is a stretch goal, I realize, especially with the baby, but I'm going to put the number at 225, which is where I am right now with Whoop days. Let's try to beat that in 2026. So more than 225 10 plus strain days is
I love it.
is a goal of mine.
Yeah. You gotta find the time for it.
Yeah.
Have
But
to.
to your point, like, it's got to be a priority, right? I got
Has
to
to
be creating and maintaining habits. So
You at least have to be thinking about coming up with a workout plan.
yeah, right.
At the very least.
Guys, this one's a new one, and I'm going to be a little vulnerable here. I really want to roll or roll and or balance. And I'm thinking that could be like rollerblading or skateboarding. I want to do something different this year. We have so many great parks. Let me tell you where this comes from. We have so many great parks here in Denver, and most of them have these paved paths around the park, right? And so I think I could either do this with a baby. I get one of those, little things that I can push.
Stroller.
Strap on some rollerblades, because I don't want to just run all the time. I think I get bored if I just go jogging a lot.
Yeah,
Randy,
okay, I get what you're saying.
This is maybe one of those, if you're willing to be vulnerable, other people are willing to be vulnerable. I fucking love rollerblading. It's great. I love it. I had rollerblades for a long time.
I see people doing it, and I'm like, that looks fun.
Yeah, I think you'd love it. I can't tell you how much you should not start skateboarding.
I got a pretty funny image in my
That would
head.
be
Like, oh shit, is that big Randy on skates? There he goes with the
Just
stroller.
flying by with the baby.
Yeah.
Rollerblading's great, man. If you get a good
So I'm
paved
thinking-
place to do it, it's so fun. It's a good workout. Gets the
Feels
blood pumping.
aggro with a newborn.
You don't think I could
don't
make
need the baby.
skateboard though?
I don't think you could skateboard. I think that's a horrible
No,
idea.
skateboarding's probably a bad idea.
You could try. Maybe
That's in the pickup basketball
you're
category.
just so top heavy, man. I don't know.
So top heavy. I know.
Like Randy, you know, you don't even snowboard. You ski.
No.
I'm a little worried that the skateboard would go in the harmonica bucket.
I think rollerblading's
It might.
rollerblading's great.
Okay, we'll keep this to rollerblade.
You know what?
I'm
Maybe
gonna
you should just get into aggressive inline.
I'm
you
gonna
know?
blade.
Start grinding.
You're
some
gonna be a
pipes,
soul
some
skater?
rails.
Team X blades.
Well, that's what I look at stuff like that and I think it's so fun. I just don't have anything like that I can just leave the house and go do.
You know what's
like jogging's so
live your
boring.
truth, brother.
Every time
Let's
I
see.
know.
Every time you do it, you're gonna get a little tinge of like, this is like funny that I'm doing this, you know? And it like just puts you in a good mood. Genuinely, I think
What if he
it's a great
skips
idea.
the rollerblades and just
I
does
mean, what if
roller
you skate to soup night? Just combine it, you know. Just bring
Now
that soup over
you're-
on.
Now
on-
you're being glib, Neil.
I love this,
He's
Randy.
taking the
I
piss
love
out
this.
of you, Randy.
I did
I'm-
not expect this. This is
I know.
fantastic.
I know. Well, hang on. There's one more
wanna-
that I feel like
I
I'm
wanna
gonna have to get a little
roll.
vulnerable for. I want to roll. I see these like balance
balance.
boards.
Or bounce or roll.
Oh, I
roll.
would recommend
Salt Limp Bizkit.
at home the Indo board. You ever heard of the
Yeah.
Indo board? Indo boards are sweet. You should get one of those if you want to.
That's what I mean. I want something like that. And so like if I'm gonna spend some time like balancing and doing that, like let's get outside and roll.
Roll out.
Yeah. All right. That's
Everybody
gonna be
get
my
your
goal this
roll
year. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna have
Somebody in
some
the Denver
mechanism
area,
to roll.
we need video, all the
gotta
video
have
evidence of this. If you
Oh
see
shit,
it.
that's Randy.
There he is.
Rolling by.
Randy, Doc, you're gonna hit that fucking
The
tree.
thing is, I know I'm
What
gonna
if
need
Randy
the
just
helmet.
ends up getting
I'm
a
gonna need the knee
one-wheel?
pads. I'm gonna need the elbow pads.
No, you
like
don't
I
need-
gotta
you don't
get
need-
padded up to get out.
I mean, are you
there.
like an ice skater?
Yeah, I feel comfortable on. I would feel comfortable on rollerblades, but if I ever do like try to skateboard,
I think that's a really bad idea. I think skateboarding.
I know
I
I
don't think.
wanna do
Randy,
think it would
I
go well.
bought a
And rollerblades is a great idea.
Another thing that's in the NLU storage unit. I bought a short board at freaking what's the surf shop?
Sunrise.
What?
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
It's been the dumbest thing I ever purchased. I got
Sunrise
it,
or
like,
Aqua East.
like
Big
twice,
rivalry.
and I was like, I'm gonna break my neck. I just never
So
been
scary.
Yeah, it's like one of those short longboards. Like, what am I doing on this thing, dude? Like, this is not. We're not learning this late in life. This is a bad idea.
Because you can't do everything.
Part of me is like,
you know.
I know.
no, I know, but like you gotta just rage against getting older. You know, I feel like I'm in that like
Just the infinite resistance.
yeah. So Neil, to your point, it's like I know I shouldn't be learning this stuff late in life, but what if I did? You know, I can't.
I
shake
like
that.
I like you on roller skates, brother. I love it.
No, not roller
love-
skates. I think roller
Roller
blades
skates
are
are
gonna be
more dangerous.
probably
Yeah.
where we land.
God,
Yeah.
I love it.
You're right. There is a difference. Rollerblades.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be a fun one to revisit. We're gonna keep winning a tennis tourney as a goal. That was pretty self-explanatory. Singles, doubles, 3.5 tennis tournament. Would love to win one of those. We're gonna keep my goal from last year of visiting a new baseball stadium. I feel like that incorporates like, hey, maybe we take a little family trip somewhere. Maybe it's part of a trip that I'm taking. I stick around and go to a baseball game. I don't know what it is, but would love to go to a new baseball stadium. We're going to keep the Bengals road trip goal. I have a ton of fun doing that. Half the fun is just planning it. Gabar, my brother-in-law, is a hyper planner, which is fun. All right, what else is on my list here? Okay, here's where we're going to get a little vulnerable again. I feel like I am in such a rut with my clothing, with my like haircuts, my appearance. My goal this year, we're going to curate some kind of new aesthetic.
A
in
makeover?
2026.
New year,
I don't know
new
if
me.
it's yes. I don't know if it's it might not be a new haircut. Maybe it's like, Randy started wearing watches or something.
Sure.
Or, have you seen Randy's shoes? Like, man, they're sharp. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna try to
Fedoras.
curate some kind of new aesthetic.
I
in
love
2026.
Hell
that
yeah.
one. That's a great goal.
Yeah.
Huh.
I've talked
But
to
there's
got to
be a consistent theme all the way through. Like you got to stick to one theme or article.
I think this time next year, it's like, did I curate what what about me is new? Maybe it's like, hey, I really made an effort to find some like smart pieces of clothing. I just
Maybe I
consistently
smelled good.
dressing sharper or
Cologne,
smarter. Maybe it's cologne. Maybe it is a new haircut.
new pair of
Maybe
boots.
it's I'm wearing fake glasses. I don't know what it is. I don't
Maybe
know
you
what
should
it
dye
is,
your
and that's
hair.
part of the fun. Maybe it's dyeing the hair.
Mustache.
Mm.
Just
Yeah.
dye it blonde.
Who knows?
Yeah, would
Big
facial
teeth.
hair count?
Mustache is the first thing that popped into my mind. I think
Yeah.
that's an easy one, something to try. And I think that's almost maybe the most fun part about this is like you're not going to get it on
Maybe
the
I'm
first
wearing a
swing, right? Like
Yeah, I would
Maybe I'm
experiment.
wearing a
consider
chain.
success in this
Maybe I got a
category.
little gold chain.
Ooh,
I don't know.
little Jackson Dart.
Get your ears pierced.
Just septum
Randy, I
piercing.
think success here could be like if you find something and you stick to it, great. But it is what DJ's saying. Like the experimentation is the goal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even
We at least want to try something.
yeah,
We
if
might
you come
not-
back 12
yeah.
months from now and you're like, I tried these 5 things and none of them stuck, I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
Fortunately, one of them's a face tattoo, and that one's gonna be tough to undo.
It could be maybe getting a tattoo. I don't know. So many different directions we can go there. I want to, and I've already bought a journal. I would like to stretch goal. I would really like to get into journaling, but I feel like as I am going to be a new father, I want to journey at least this first year as a new father. And so that's
Great
that's
goal.
one of my goals this year. I think that's something I could eventually pass down to the child. She can always look back and, oh, this is my dad's journal from the year I was born. Right.
Wow,
So
that's a great one.
I really want to do that. And then is this oh no, I have 2 more. Sorry. My backyard right now, it's not a big backyard, but it's completely brown. It's patchy. I in this come springtime, I need to reseed, refertilize, whatever I need to do. I kind of got to get my backyard to bounce back next spring.
You got to get
It's got to be looking better.
Colin Cody.
Cody's going to have to consult with me, I think, tell me what I need to be putting on it, but we got to start learning how to care for the backyard.
Big thing there is master plan. What are you trying to do? What's the goal, and how do you break that into a bunch of small parts?
Well, I know the goal for me is just we got to get some healthy turf, just some healthy grass back there.
Got some ideas on that front.
Is the goal.
We could take that offline too.
Would love to consult with you. And then my final goal, shout out, I always think, Deej, you and Charlie going to the bagel shop on Saturday mornings. This one's kind of broad, but just get out and about with the baby. Establish some traditions, maybe it's going to a little cafe on Saturday mornings, right? Denver, they're starting this women's soccer league, right? Would love to take the baby to a soccer game or two. Start introducing the sports experiences. Maybe it's, drag her along to a high school basketball game with me. I don't know what it is, but we got to get out and about with the baby and establish some repeatable traditions.
I love it.
So
good thing about that first year,
God,
man.
Randy,
You can take them anywhere.
I don't know what you're talking about. These are fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring in
Randy,
the noise this year. I love it.
You're looking at 2026 Bengals schedule. You've got the away games are Falcons, Ravens, Panthers, Browns, Texans, Colts, Steelers, and then an AFC East TBD and an NFC East TBD.
Yeah. It's not the best. I'll say you can look at 2027 and there's like Seattle, Vegas, LA I think 2027 is a lot better. We're hoping maybe the Miami Dolphins are that AFC East team. And that's an early front.
Go show off your new look down in South Beach.
Exactly.
Maybe do some rollerblading.
Maybe do some blading. Yeah. Maybe get on South Beach and some blades. Pack those in the carry-on.
You see it all coming together now. It's all coming together.
Those are great, Randy.
Those are the goals. It feels a bit midlife crisis. And I am accepting that. But
I think you're leaning
that's
into
where we
it.
are right now.
I think you're leaning into it. I love it.
Yeah.
Soly, I apologize. I'm not going to hear your goals. I got to jump. We got to get a head start on the Christmas road trip. But this is a thrill as always, guys. Great to be with you, and I look forward to the year of the gut.
Happy New Year to you.
Safe
Deej.
travels.
Also with you. Let's see you guys.
One less person to make fun of my goals. That's not
I
a
can't
problem
wait.
for me,
I'm
Bobby.
pumped to see him. See you guys.
Soly, with Yeah, see you, Deej. With that said, Soly, bring us home, man. What
I
are
am
your
sad.
goals?
The first goal I think DJ would have loved. I think he can pick it up on the feed. But I have a goal to have what I'm calling a 0 floor garage. Like there will be nothing on
Oh,
the
hell
floor
yeah.
of my garage.
That's a great goal.
That's like dad porn, man.
Other
That's
than
good
car
stuff.
tires.
It will be
Yeah.
car tires. There's a refrigerator and there's a workbench. There's one shelving unit that I might keep that the previous owners left behind, but everything else will be off the floor. Golf clubs, we're slat walling the entire thing. Golf clubs are going up on a slat wall. Strollers are going to get folded up onto the slat wall. The little Tykes cars, they're already up on the wall. Like we are not going to clutter this garage.
We're not doing it. I love
We're
it.
not doing it. We're not doing it. I already built massive overhead storage. I'm borderline obsessed with my garage. That's part of the reason I've resisted the urge on the bird watching is like I feel like it's already getting pretty late for me with how much I'm thinking about my garage and how much I care about it. Maybe I've already made a lot of progress, and I hope to make some more progress here over.
It's getting
the
late for
break.
all of us, brother.
It's getting late. It's getting late.
Soly, speaking of the bird watching, how many new species are you going to try to?
Well, I did get a great
log?
housewarming gift from Cody. He sent me the bird box, the camera,
feeder?
the bird
hell
feeder. I know I need to get that set up. It's on my lengthy to-do list. Call this one either get the house in order / have arrangements made. We have a financial advisor that's like that's kind of getting us organized, and like my to-do list with that like is overwhelming me in terms of like, do you have the 529 set up? What's the life insurance policies look like? Have you done your will? Have you done blah, blah, blah? Like just like a true
adult stuff.
all encompassing, like, dude, get your shit in order and have it checked off instead of that just like hovering over you. I got to get that done within the next 3 months. Like let's just start the year and get it done.
I would equate that to special teams play. That's like teams right there. Just
good
unsexy,
process.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's a good goal
Crucial.
for all of us, honestly.
Yep.
I know me. Yeah.
This may sound modest, but we didn't even sniff this past year. 10 date nights with the wife, 10 solo nights out with the wife. Every time we do it, we say we should do it more often. All the money we're spending on childcare as it is, it's always a hurdle of like, just shelling out more money for a babysitter at night. It's a hurdle, but like we just got to do it, right? We need to spend time with each other outside of just like it's just hard. You're very fatigued at the end of the day, and it mentally and physically, and it's hard to do. But like if you put it on the calendar, we're gonna do it. We went and saw Nate Bargatze. It was awesome. It was a great night out. We got to just go do stuff like that. There's a 90s hip hop string music thing going on in Jack's TC. I keep getting ads for that on Instagram. We should go to that. Like let's go do that. So
that's a great time. We went to see him in Denver, and it's a great show.
What, Nate Bargatze or the 90s?
Sorry, Nate Bargatze specifically. Yeah.
The 90s.
And I think he's
coming back.
NLU follower.
He is. He's coming back in February. We might go see him again. So, and on top of that, 12. So 1 a month, 12 dine outs with the family. Like we've straight up stopped doing that because
12, baby.
You're outnumbered. Like it's just work the entire time. Like it's just
you
you're
just gotta embrace the inefficiency though. I'm with you on that. Like,
and so we don't do it, and we just got to get them out. Like that's kids aren't gonna remember this stuff, but like we just need to change scenery for them every now and then because it's hard to get 3 kids all in diapers out of the house. And
you know what's sick though is when you do that and you go at like 5 p.m. and like there's nobody there.
You know what I can't get over though?
I like
mess.
eating early.
Like you can clean it up as much as possible, but I just feel uncomfortable with how much of a mess.
Just
like
tip more.
I do. I chip them off like 35%, but still, it's just like it's tough because they definitely flip a plate. It's not just like they're spilling crumbs. Like they will flip a plate. They will pull a napkin off the table, which will, flip something
it
else
happens.
down.
I truly think it's like between being very self-effacing and throwing a really nice cash tip and just, being nice overall, like they're more than happy to work with you.
Again, those are the hurdles I need to get over. I'm with you on this one, Neil. Take a vacation. Like haven't had a serious vacation in close to 3 years now. Doesn't have to be a long one.
Is that
Again,
with the kids or without the kids?
I was going to say, is this solo or with a
I gotta
family?
figure that one out. I don't know that exactly. I can see it 3 ways. We leave all 3 kids behind. We take just the oldest, or we take everyone. again, 3 pack-in plays and I don't know how we would all sleep. I really don't. So that's again the hurdle that I got to get over and got to do. I had this one. I think it was a goal 2 years ago. 6 Sundays off, 6 Sunday pods off for me this year. I think I only did 3 this past year. It's really nice to have a Sunday cleared, and especially when you work the other 5 to 6 days a week, just like having a day to spend.
Let's make that one happen.
Yeah, I need but again, that's just I'm making this a goal, so I actually put it on the calendar and do it. Right? It's a doable thing, but I just default to saying yes. All right, this one's broad. This is my vulnerable one here, Randy. If I'll throw you a bone here.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for this reel that always comes across my Instagram feed. And it's like something about it's like an audio thing that plays over sappy kid clips, but it's like if you woke up in your 80-year-old body, like how would you if you're 80 years old, I mean, like picture you're 80 years old and you woke up in your I'm going to be 40 this year, in your 40-year-old body, like for a day. Like, what would your reaction be to all the things you're about to do? Like, how excited would you be to go wipe butts and, and you're young again. Like you have,
you're splash in the ocean.
Totally. You would just I need to have that mindset, around, it can be incredibly taxing to I think that I did the math on this at one point. I think we're going to probably change 15,000 diapers over the course of 3-year period. That can be taxing on the mind, but it's only as taxing as you let it be. And I've not been great at that. And I need to have a better, just embrace the chaos and have that mindset when I wake up in the morning, when I'm tackling, some of the more menial tasks that come with having young children.
Right now is the good times.
Right.
Good old days.
I think we're all getting a little bit. That's kind of where I'm at with the mornings. I'm just in such a hurry. I gotta get to work. It's like, no, man, you should probably just enjoy shoving yogurt in this kid's mouth. Because it's kind of fun if you just stop and think about it.
You gotta lean into it. Yeah, exactly.
It kind of sucks, but it's also kind of fun.
It is. Every time one of them is sleeping, we're like, this is so doable. It's when all 3 are awake. It's just holy shit. But you just gotta keep the mindset. So that's the personal goals. Golf goals are.
Hold on. Help me. How do I write that last goal?
80-year-old mindset is what I wrote it as.
Okay.
And I will probably be confused when we bring that back up next year as to what that meant. But
I'll try to explain it a little.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one.
Golf goals, get to +2. I think I can do that, and I don't think I'm gonna be as good as the previous version of me as a +2. But I think 8 out of 20 rounds, I think I can do okay. I really do. My average score is not going to be as good as it was probably several years ago, but my good golf has been surprisingly good in this last year. And I think I can bunch that together a little bit better in this next year and get to +2. Honestly, I shot an unrecordable 66 this fall, which was 6 under par. If that went in, I'd be at +1 probably. And I had another 68 in there.
You got to get wily, man. You got to become the veteran. You can definitely do that.
I've been surprised at how, when it gets going good, how fast I can get back into convincing myself that I'm really good. I'm just not.
And
good
that's what I'm jealous of with you is I don't have that brain. That muscle's never been flexed for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's such an asset that you have.
You've got to play. You got a much higher ceiling than.
Well, just mentally, you have space for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has felt like 2 very tough years of golf, but in those 2 tough years, I've shot a 65 and a 66. I can get there at times. Yeah. So we're running this one back, and I'm already back doing it. I'm back stacking, and we're getting to 180 ball speed because this is my fitness related goal. Okay, this is I'm gonna make it to the gym more often this year. I don't want to make a minimum number of gym trips in there, but I live 2 minutes away from a gym now, and I can stack in my backyard. I can get this ball speed back up. I touched 175. I can get to 180. I really do believe that.
Without getting hurt.
Without getting hurt. But so the more I was stacking, the healthier I was. The more I was stretching, the more I was taking care of myself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when I stopped doing that, when we moved, is when things have broken down for me this fall. Okay. It's not been good. But even I did it 2 of the last 4 days or whatever, and I already feel better. So 10 rounds under par. This is my favorite goal of all of them. I think it's just a super fun through line for the entire year and gives you a goal for something every time you tee it up. 65 rounds in 2026. I live incredibly close to a golf course now. I can get golf in a little bit easier. I haven't played a weekend round of golf. I'm hoping to get back into like weekend rounds of golf. I'm going to give, my plan is I will give the wife, hey, I will give you a 6-hour weekend period. I will take all 3 kids. You can do whatever the hell you want. Let's trade those. I'd like to get some weekend golf back into my life. Like that is when my appreciation for the game is at its highest, when I get a nice little break and get to go do that. I'll outpace you on the 1-on-3 hours if I need to, if I can get that in.
I like that.
That's a lot of golf. 65 rounds is a big goal, but
How many did you play this year?
40, I think.
Okay.
And that I think that was like I think I played 6 fun rounds of golf this year, like no work tie at all in them. So if I can improve that number, which I'm going to do via 12 Friday golf rounds in Jacksonville. Like I'd like to play. We have a group that plays Friday mornings, and I've had to cancel like the last 12 Fridays probably. And I probably only got those like the 6 fun rounds I probably got in. I want to we're first off on Fridays. And I'd like to do that 12 times, once a month on average.
Once a month. I was going to say that's
Solid, open door to the splash zone for the Blue Man Group.
I'd love to. That Friday afternoon would also work. That's a short commute. Can make that happen. That's I'm way down for that. And that you got me on this one, TC. I have no idea how to set this goal. 150 birdies is my goal. That's like if I play 65 rounds, that's still almost 3 per round. That seems like a lot. It's a little leeway in there in case I don't get to 65 rounds, but that's a 150. I've never checked birdies.
That's how I was thinking about it. 50 rounds. I should make 2 birdies a round. You know, that feels like a stretch, and for you too. Like I think that's good.
I don't have this in my goals, TC, but we should play some Thursday games this year. I have not played Jack's Beach in a long time, which is like it used to be a place where we spend a lot of time. Like it never fits in the schedule to get out there anymore. And we had so much fun playing those Thursday games. Like we should just team up and
good place to work on your game too.
Yeah,
like there's like pretty consequential shots out there. You got to drive the ball well. You got to hit your irons well. You know, you got to play pretty decisive, committed golf.
So find a fun. We should. I don't know. Maybe play it once a quarter. You and I get out there on the same Thursday and go do that. So that thus concludes the 2026 goals. Go ahead and put that on there. 4 Thursday games with TC. Okay. Let's have that as a goal. I'm co-opting TC into that one. So.
Well, Soly,
Soly, I got to see how it fits into my fitness goal. It takes away from my aforementioned to be determined fitness goal
and your Fleetwood goal.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, boys, God, that's a goal setting session. I just love it. I wish everybody the best of luck. The year of the gut has me very excited. I hope people can take that to heart. And yeah, anything else before we say goodbye?
I feel like I've gotten, 2025 is maybe the year of the gut for me, of like developing a gut. I feel like we need to eliminate that gut.
Working on that workout plan.
Gut health.
I the only thing I would say, and we can take this off. Should it be the year of the guts? Because I trust your guys' guts as well, like almost plural, like the collective gut.
What if it's guts? And then the S is
it's not a fucking acronym, TC.
The S is in parentheses.
In parentheses.
I think we had a core at the year of the gut.
All right, the year of the gut.
The year of the gut. Yeah.
Good stuff, gentlemen.
All right. Well, yep. Thank you to Rhoback. Thank you to Whoop. Thank you to East Sands. And thank you to you, gentlemen. And thank you to everybody listening. We sincerely wish everybody a happy new year. Be safe if you're traveling. And yeah, we'll see everybody back here on the Trap Draw with regularly scheduled programming as we get into 2026.
Randy, I'll see you January 1st, 10 plus.
That's right, baby.
All right, let's do it.
Crack on.